It is your girl, the one and the only Spicy, and I'm here today with another All Signs live reading. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you all are feeling blessed and highly favored, happy, healthy. Okay. I hope that you all are enjoying your day, and I'm so excited to get started with the All Signs reading. So I am set up and I'm ready to go. So at this point, as you all are coming in, just make sure that you say hi. Let me know how you're doing today, and then also where you are tuning in from, and also which sign that you would like for me to get started with. But if no one says anything, I'm just gonna randomly choose, and then of course I will read for the other signs within the same element. So let's say someone says Gemini, okay? I'll read for Gemini, and then I'll read for Libra and Aquarius. Or someone says Leo, then I'll read for Aries and Sagittarius right after. So let me know. Okay, let me know. But yeah, the question today, well, I guess the topic is, this is why they ran from you and your connection. So of course, this is a love reading. It is what it is. I try to diversify my reading topics, but at the end of the day, this is just what people like to listen to. Okay, it's just what they like based off of the stats. Okay, based off of the numbers, it's just what people like. Okay, so it is what it is. I have more topics, of course, to read for in the future, and I have a lot of pick a card readings, a lot of all signs lives that I've already done. So there should be something for everybody on this channel. The only thing I feel like I need to do more readings for, or the only topic rather, is like actual money. Okay, money and financial blessings. Okay, prosperity and abundance. But I feel like it always ends up popping up in my in the messages that are channeled. So you know what I'm saying? I have to do like a specific reading specifically for that. So, I'm going to get a sip of my energy drink, and I'm just going to randomly choose a sign if no one says anything. But yeah, definitely make sure that you like the live as well. Subscribe. Once the video is posted, feel free to hype and yeah, comment. All right, so since you all did not choose, I'm going to go ahead and start with Aries. All right, so Aries, your timestamp is going to be, let's just do 4 minutes even, Aries. So if you are an Aries, put some hearts in the chat. Let me go ahead and set my timer. All right, and yeah, let me start shuffling. But Aries, your timestamp is going to be 4 minutes. All right, so Aries, this is why they ran from you and your connection. Okay, so Aries, this is definitely someone who was dealing with they're dealing with a lot of issues, and I feel like these are things that you were not aware of because they're things that this person tries to hide and keep close to them. One of those things being addiction. Let's talk about it. And I feel like it was also this person's attachment to these things. So there's just a lot of shame that's associated with their addictions, and dealing with you meant that they would have had to been open and vulnerable about like what their current issues are, and they just felt like it was a threat to, you know, what they're actually codependent on. So yeah, this person felt like you would be trying to mother them, that you would try to help them fix their issues. And I just think that this is someone who doesn't want to fix their issues. They just don't want to. So I feel like it's like a bitter pill to swallow for some people. Cause it's like in your mind you would think being a healthy person, hey, good morning, La Unique. In your mind you would think that being a healthy person means that you have to, you know, just accept things and to develop a sense of awareness and understand that like, no, these addictions or things that you're codependent on or towards could be holding you back, right? And you feel like in order to be a healthy individual, you should want to free yourself from these things. But of course, shoulda, coulda, woulda is imperatively speaking. I just feel like you're dealing with someone who did not want to be liberated from these things. They just didn't want to be, and they just felt like your presence would require for them to have to heal, and I don't think that's something that they wanted to do, or it would require for them to have to let things go, and that's not what they wanted to do. Yeah, so Aries, this person you're dealing with definitely could have been experiencing a sex addiction. They may have also dealt with a lot of men or women that were very like loose, promiscuous, um just very like free with their, you know, sexual energy. And it's not that this person wasn't attracted to you, they were, but I just feel like you are very mature with how you display your sexuality. It comes off as more so like sensual as opposed to just like loose and risky. So yeah, the person you're dealing with or was dealing with, Aries, that ran from you, they do a lot of risky behaviors. They could also experience like mania. They could be like manic. Yeah, because it's like on one end it's like they don't like true intimacy, but then on the other hand it's like they, you know, have to engage in it so that they kind of get that quick fix and then they just move on. So yeah, you're definitely dealing with someone that I feel like is just unhealthy and would have been unhealthy for you. Especially with this person, you know, engaging with multiple parties in this way is like it would have put your sexual health at risk. It would have also put your fertility at risk, especially if you are a woman. Okay, so if you are a man, it's like I feel like it would have definitely affected your ability to like perform, like just from, you know, I mean, ugh, like, I feel like it's kind of gross and disgusting, but I just feel like you would have ended up contracting some type of, you know, transmitted disease or something energetically, even like, or even for your physical health, and it would have affected your ability to like perform in the future, or for you to even have children. So you know, it's just giving like it would be lowering your sperm count. So it just would have affected your fertility. So it's best that this person ran because um they would have just, I don't know, it just would have negatively impacted your life is basically what I'm just trying to say. So yeah, this person ran because they were engaging with other partners. Okay, they were engaging with other partners, and just that mindset of like getting those quick fixes, it wouldn't have helped to ground or build any type of foundation for a healthy relationship, because it's like this person has like a bird brain, for lack of terms. Yeah, it would have definitely affected the true balance of your connection. So whoever you're dealing with, I feel like they have some type of mood disorder, and when they get in that manic state, it's like they're ready to go and do a lot of like sexually risky behaviors. And that would have definitely affected you. It would have affected you. And it would have destabilized you emotionally. You would have been questioning yourself, your self-esteem, your self-worth. And the thing is you would have tried to help them. You really would have tried to help and support them. And I just feel like this is a battle that you shouldn't be taking on. All right, so what is the specific trait or asset about you that intimidated them? I feel like it was your ability to like really want to support them. so that they could, just develop more of a healthier lifestyle or mindset. But yeah, for some of you, it for them, it comes off as smothering because you would be motherly towards them and they don't want help for this. I think this is just what they want to do. Um, yeah, it's like something that they use as a buffer to block intimacy, okay, or to actually truly experience it. So yeah, I just feel like they're engaging within a lot of like sexual behaviors, but they're not even, it's like it's not even bringing them true like pleasure and satisfaction. I just think it's like a temporary fleeting thing. Like that's kind of just what I'm getting here. But what about you intimidated them? Well, your attitude, I feel like you're a very no nonsense person, and that's something that they weren't trying to really put up with. Like they didn't want to hear you trying to correct them. It's just not what they wanted. And I feel like you are very vocal about what it is that you're standing for, um, what you're willing to accept. You definitely will advocate for yourself and defend um just what your standards and expectations and just your boundaries, and you not accepting anything less than being treated well. This person didn't have the ability to treat you well. All right, so let's just do an energetic check-in on their feelings towards you right now. Hey, angel guides. 111. Yeah, like that's funny because I mean, yeah. Okay, so right now, this person is definitely longing for you. Like I said, it's not that you aren't attractive or that you aren't sexy or, or sensual. I think that for this person, it's like they're just caught up in a web of promiscuity right now. Okay. And I'm not trying to slut shame anybody, but it just is what it is. Like this person is free. They're for the streets. They're for the world. Like that's just who they are. Um, yeah, it's just giving someone that is acting like just I don't even want to say just a teenager, but it's like they're not, like they're focusing so much so on this one specific aspect as opposed to like caring about actual adulting or developing like independent living skills. So they're like stunted. It's like they're acting like a horny teenager pretty much, but I just didn't want to say teenager because some teens are actually, working towards independence. It's like this person is just delusional and they're not really based in reality. And like I said, this is a very excessive person. Like they do things to the extreme. That's not a safe space for you. That's not going to be a safe, healthy space for you. And like I said, they would be destabilizing you emotionally. But yeah, right now they want you. Okay, they want you in that way. Okay, so if you know that you all have engaged with them, okay, it's like that's something that they're wanting now. They're craving it. They want another opportunity to be able to uh you know to spend time with you in that way. Like now, the crazy thing about it is that this person isn't denying that y'all didn't have a connection. So currently, I feel like they're just tired of themselves and having empty sexual encounters. Because now they're just craving more of that deeper, solid connection that you all did have. So the thing that intimidated them the most, not just your attitude, but the them projecting that you would smother them and be like all maternal and loving, is like the thing that they felt like I guess off, it was like off-putting. It's like now they crave that. So they crave what they once had the opportunity to access, which is weird. But that's that. All right, so Aries, let's go ahead and move on to the next sign. The next sign here within a fire element that I have is Leo. And hi, Melanie Janats. What are you saying no to? What are you saying no? Because the fact of the matter is like within these readings, I'm just channeling the information. You don't have to accept this person back into your life. You really don't have to. Exactly. Exactly. No to using me for my sacral chakra. Exactly. Exactly. And I love that you are establishing boundaries. You have to, because oh, this is definitely the wrong deck. I'm trying to reset my cards, but I was putting cards in the wrong deck. Yeah, you definitely have to, because we can create a lot of amazing things with our sacral chakra, especially being a woman. And the fact that you're saying no is good, because it's like physically, like I said, this person would have affected your fertility, especially if you intend on having more children. But if you want to look at it energetically, it's like they would have definitely been affecting your ability to create. What does his AB op? What does that mean? And also, thanks for tuning in, Melanie. Thank you so much, La Unique. All right, so Leo, your timestamp is going to be 16 minutes. If you're a Leo, go ahead and put some hearts in the chat. All right, Leo. The topic is, this is why they ran from you or your connection. The first question is, why did they run? Why did they run? Yo. Well, yeah, the person that you were dealing with, Leo, is actually very unserious. They just, I feel like this person was interested in you, but they played a lot of games to see just how much you were interested in them. So like to gauge your interest instead of just dealing with you in a straightforward way. Okay, so that's the problem right there, first and foremost, with them. So I wanted to get some more information as to like why they ran, but that's the issue right there. They're an unserious person, and I feel like that's somebody that you or that's something that you just weren't going for. Yeah, this person ran because they thought that you were going to cheat on them. Yo, that's crazy. They ran because they thought you would cheat on them. So I feel like that's why they had to play a lot of games to see like how you actually felt about them. So I guess that's something that backfired. Yeah, this is definitely someone who, they just were proceeding with a victim mindset. It's like instead of taking the opportunity for what it was, they thought that, oh, like if I get with Leo, Leo's just gonna they're gonna cheat on me, like they're gonna, go find somebody else that they feel like is better suited for them. So hence they ran. They ran. Oftentimes it just comes from a some type of insecurity like that they're feeling, like as if they're not good enough. So this person just really actually felt like they weren't good enough for you, and they also felt like you would hurt them. So they played games, and that's why they didn't take it serious. Oh well. Yeah, they also, the crazy thing is like with them running from you, they didn't necessarily even have a direction in which they were running. They just knew that they had to separate themselves from you. And this is definitely someone who kind of embodies that mindset of, well, I'm gonna leave you before you leave me. That type of thing. Like that's what they really have going on within themselves. Because this is that type of person that would say like, oh well, I'm not gonna sacrifice anything, because if I sacrifice, something to be with Leo and I open up and I show compassion and vulnerability, like they're just gonna end up hurting me anyway. So this is definitely someone who continues to replay the same things that have happened to them in their past, and that's what limits them from being able to move forward. I don't see the Eight of Swords, but that's like the energy that I'm picking up is like perpetual victimhood. And so I think their way of coping is to play games. I think that's just what it is. Like playing games is a coping mechanism for this individual, but it's keeping them stuck. That's the thing they don't understand. Them being unserious is literally keeping them stuck. So it's best that this person did walk away from you. It's best that they did leave the connection behind, because it would have just been a perpetual loop of them playing games. Like that's just what it would have been. Like it would have just been a perpetual loop of them trying to be strategic or do things strategically. Like I feel like this is someone who would definitely distance themselves away and then come back, or just is like distance themselves and then watch you like from a distance. That's why I'm saying like they ran away, but they didn't necessarily go anywhere. They just literally distanced themselves from you. It's like social distancing, you know, during COVID. It's like you're still there in the same environment. You're just at a distance from the other person, but you're literally still there. So I'm sure you can telepathically pick up on this person or just energetically feel that they're still around. Like it's weird. Yeah, it's definitely weird. But I mean, it seems like you were this person's dream. It seems like you know, checked off all of the boxes for them. You're definitely someone that they would love to be with. They see you as an abundant and a blessed person that they should be connected to, but they put distance between the both of you because they just thought that you were going to do them dirty. So they ran from you before it even happened. But was it going to happen? We don't know because nothing got the real nothing had the chance and opportunity to really play out. All right, so what is the specific trait or asset about you that intimidated them? Well, your confidence intimidated them. Your sexiness, your attractiveness intimidated them. What else intimidated them? I feel like you spoke a lot of like words of wisdom to this person. I feel like they had a lot of conversations with you and realized that like you're actually a serious person, or you're knowledgeable, or you're wise, or you learn from your life experiences. um and I just feel like this is someone who felt like, in some ways, it's like they felt like they had to go search for meaning or for purpose on their own. Like this person felt intimidated by you. It's like they knew that you were a good person to listen to, but they also, in many ways, I feel like was afraid of what was on the other side of them actually listening to your guidance. Like I told you, this is someone who plays like the perpetual victim. So they keep telling themselves stories. When they do that, it keeps them stuck. Okay. And then it's like, but then they also find solace and comfort from continuing to tell themselves those stories that keep them a perpetual victim. So it's like you're pretty much trying to guide this person, trying to help them, telling them things based off of your knowledge, based off of your experience. Like I said, giving them wisdom, being of wise counsel. But it's like they were afraid to actually take the advice and to see what would happen on the other side of it. For some of them, they may have felt like you were trying to control them by telling them this information. And I don't know, that's weird. Because regardless of what the connection is, if someone is giving you wise counsel, just take it. So yeah, they just felt like you may have even been trying to manipulate them, um, to make certain decisions that would push your connection forward, knowing that it was something that they were afraid or scared to do. But you could have just been giving this person wisdom and knowledge about like just life in general, you know, just life in general to help change their life trajectory. But they weren't trying to listen to it. In many ways, they felt like you were trying to control them, which is weird. All right, so let's do an energetic check-in, um, as it relates to what their feelings are towards you right now. Well, now they want to come back. That's interesting. Yeah. I think it's like a shocking realization for this person. So they're definitely having a moment of crisis in which they're realizing, like, dang, like I messed this up. I messed this opportunity up. Yeah. Yeah, I think that you should definitely be hearing from this person soon, because it's like their realizations about, you know, themselves and them being afraid or scared, or, you know, putting roadblocks where there weren't any, is like this person is now like understanding that they were the person that sabotaged the potential connection by not being serious, and then also not wanting to heed your guidance and advice, but then also knowing that you were the person that they wanted. And then just, I think this person did a lot of stupid and silly things. Um, they did, yeah, just so they wouldn't have to face rejection, but they ended up sabotaging and a connection, and also self eliminating. So if anything, they rejected themselves. Like, I don't know how to, I don't know what how to say that, or what that is, or what what that means, but it's like they alienated themselves. Like, so dang, that's crazy. But yeah, that's it, Leo. Let's go ahead and move on to the next sign. And that sign is going to be Sagittarius. But I'm going to take a second and reset the cards and clear out the energy. Yeah, how do you banish yourself? Like, that's what they did. They exiled themselves. Like, it's just giving self alienation. Like, it's like that Jagged Edge song, Walked Out of Heaven. It's like they did that. That's what they chose to do. Hey, Kai. Kai Lorray. Lara. Star. Monstar. Thanks for tuning in. I hope I said your screen name right, but I'm gonna just call you Kai. All right, Sagittarius, your timestamp is gonna be let's just do 27 minutes even. Yes, we're doing well. Okay, we're doing well. I hope you're doing well today, Kai. I hope you're having a blessed day, because I'm definitely feeling blessed and highly favored. Okay, so let's get started for Sagittarius, because your timestamp is 27 minutes. All right, so the topic is, this is why they ran from you and your connection. The first question is, why did they run? Yeah, that's crazy. Well, just from what I'm seeing here, Sagittarius, this person ran because they found themselves becoming too attached. Like, they found themselves becoming too attached. And I think this is someone who would regard themselves as like a hopeless romantic. And that's the thing, I don't understand why people say that. Like, can y'all explain hopeless romantic? Is like, I know it's somebody, the concept is somebody who like wants love, they want intimacy, they want romance, like they want to be in a relationship. I often connect it to like just what people see in like the romance films, where they're kind of idealizing that like classic love story. But it's just like the word hopeless is like, does that mean that you're idealizing everybody because you just like, what does it mean? Like, you don't think that you're going to actually find that, or you are you just trying to like create and manufacture these like situations, like the love at first sight thing? Is like, are you actively trying to like manufacture that, like, or create that vibe when it's non-existent? Like, I don't know. I just feel like I would say hopeful romantic as opposed to hopeless. um Kai said, I'm running these streets making money moves. I know that's right. Legitimately, Kai. Okay, legitimately. But yeah, it just seems as though like this person, Sagittarius, is like, this is someone who's always looking for the one. It's like, are you the one? Are you the one? Are you the one? Are you my perfect match? Are you the one? And it's like, it's nothing wrong with that, but when you become a bit more like mature, you just realize that maybe I'm not going to find the one right now, or maybe the one isn't going to be presented right now, but I'm still going to enjoy my experiences with people, because maybe I could just learn more about myself, or use it as just an opportunity to experience goodness and connection. Like, like some people, I feel like they put so much weight on that person having to be the one, and then when they're not, they experience so much like shame and and guilt and regret, from that person not being that, because they put all of their eggs into that one person's basket. And then, sometimes people choose wrong, and then it's just a lot. And then for ego reasons, they stay in situations longer than what they need to. So yeah, I'm just going off on a tangent, but I feel like this person Sagittarius, they ran because they found themselves becoming a bit too attached to you. Like, yeah, yeah, like they're too attached. It's like this person I feel like is always hot and cold, but that's because they're always looking for the one. Like, so it's like they'll get so attached, and then they'll just make themselves unavailable and run away. Like, or they'll like, it's a really weird cycle that I feel like you deal with this person Sagittarius, which could really cause you to be confused and to have to experience just cognitive dissonance, because it's like on one hand y'all are connecting, it's cool, but then on the other hand it's like you see this person as having like an insecure attachment as well. Like, so yeah, I think this is one of those like anxious avoidant type of people. Like, that's their attachment style. It's like anxious and avoidant, like, which is weird. It's like they're running from the very thing that they want. um so yeah, I think that they do this because they know deep down inside they're experiencing that like hopeless romantic thing that I was talking about, like deep down inside. So I mean, they know themselves, but instead of, I guess, having developing more healthier behaviors um to like counteract that, it's like they just act stupid. Like, I don't know, like it's weird. It's giving weird. Yeah, it's like this is definitely someone who saw forever with you. But then the thing about them as well is I think this is someone who tricks themselves out of their blessing, like they do, similar to Leo's reading. So maybe go back and listen to Leo's reading. But yeah, this is like someone who will feel the vibes and reject them, like, so yeah, this person definitely um felt that they could have true emotional fulfillment and security with you. They felt that. So I mean, in many ways, that whole like hopeless romantic thing they have going on behind the scenes is like it hit like it hit like on you. Okay, but it's like, yeah, it's something about that attachment that made them feel like it wasn't safe. But it's inherently what we do. Like, we're gonna want to feel connection. So it's just weird sometimes how like humans will definitely do everything to counteract human nature. So yeah. Yeah. um it's unfortunate because it's like if this person would have just continued with you, Sagittarius, they would experience everything that they wanted or ever wanted. Um, this person may have also dealt with like a string of bad relationships. They would have been able to actually have the true partnership that they wanted. Um, and it's crazy because I feel like this person didn't necessarily tell you what was going on beneath the surface, but if they did, um, you definitely would have given them some like alternative perspective to consider that would have prevented them from just running from you. Yeah, in turn, I feel like this individual caused a lot of drama and issues and problems with the both of you. So maybe it's best that they did run, because it's like if this person would have stayed with you, they would have continued to um just cause problems. Like, y'all wouldn't have been on the same page about things. Um, because like, yeah, they're sabotaging things. They may have also introduced like the thoughts and opinions of other people, like friends and family, into y'all's connection. I just heard that song by Genuine, Ain't None of Your Friends Business. Ain't None of Your Friends Business. Y'all know that song by Genuine. If you don't, you should go listen to it, because it definitely could apply to you, Sagittarius. So they're bringing in like the thoughts and opinions of their friends and family. And they would have also brought in like third parties, you know, third party like romantic options. Okay. Um, so yeah. It seems like these people are certified weirdos for real. Like it's just giving certified weirdo. Like, okay, so what is a specific trait or asset about you that intimidated them? That's funny. Um, so this person definitely loved like how humorous that you were, but also the simple fact that like you don't take life too seriously. And I feel like under wraps, it's like everything is so critical for this person. It's like, you know, some people that just need to lighten up and relax. It's like this person had an inability to do that. So you may have seen them as someone that was very like, I don't just want to say like stuck up or like haughty or pretentious, but just like too rigid and inflexible. Like I feel like you told this person many times to just relax because you just could sense that this is someone that was being too controlled. And yeah, they were being controlled because they didn't want to get caught up in the rapture of love like Anita Baker, but it was already something that was happening behind the scenes. It's something that they wanted to happen. Like, so that's weird. I think it's best that this person left because they were just gonna fight against the connection and fight against the love and just the natural flow and order of things. Like, yeah, they were also like intimidated by like how well you connected to them or even how well you do relationships. So yeah, they've had a string of relationships. I feel like you've had a string of relationships as well, but over the course of time, those relationships have just transformed you into becoming an even better person. So you know how to deal with people. You understand human nature, you understand human behavior, you understand how people act in relationships. You just understand it. So it's like you're not afraid to give people a chance or to give people a try or to attempt to connect with people. It's like you're not afraid to do that. I think that's something that was like intimidating to this person because they were stunted. It's like they don't really know how to properly bond and connect with others. It's like, yeah, I just heard like it's either too much or never enough. Like, so I think you Sagittarius should go listen to Leo's reading because it just seems like it's very similar. All right, so let's look at what their current feelings are towards you right now. Well, right now, I feel like they're understanding the depth of your connection. So they're getting that it's not just about this idealization that they had. Like they actually were spot on with their assessment of you or the connection or what you actually could have. Like it was very much, you know, an opportunity that was available to them, but they ran from it. So yeah, now they're understanding just how like important that you are to them or even to their dream, because you fit the picture. Okay. Yo, I just heard y'all know like back in like elementary school, like I don't know if y'all would say this, but it's something that we would say like loser, loser, double loser, as if whatever, get the picture, duh. It's like, yeah, this person is just now having that moment of like clarity where they're just like, dang, now I'm understanding just how important the connection to Sagittarius was. Yeah, because they just weren't getting it before. They weren't getting it before. Like, yeah, this is definitely someone that I feel like needs to trust what they're imagining. Like they need to trust their visions. I feel like their vision was accurate, but they just did not trust it. And instead they ended up sabotaging it and running. Cause with the Draco. What? You gonna say you're the chosen one? Thank you, cuz. Like, yo. Yo, that's so funny. Yeah. Now they feel like you are the actual person that they really should have connected with and developed a closer bond and connection to. They're understanding that they weren't in delusional la la land while they were connecting with you. Like the vibes were real and they should have just trusted it. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next sign. Y'all let me know which sign you would like me to read for. And then I'm just going to read for the other elements within the same sign. So, yo, I hope y'all are doing well today. Oh, thank you for the flower, cuz. La Unique said Gemini. All right, I feel you. So we'll do Gemini, and then we will stick with the other air signs. All right, so Gemini, your timestamp is going to be 4030. All right, Gemini, you're up next. All right, so Gemini, the topic is this is why they ran from you and your connection. Wow. All right, Gemini. Well, they ran from you and your connection because they felt like you didn't really love them. That's how they felt. They felt unloved. Okay, so what did you not do, Gemini? Did you not show them enough attention? Okay, where was your mind? Yeah, they just kind of sensed and picked up that you were like a potentially non-committal type of person. And yeah, I'm gonna get some more information because this just what they said. Like they said that they felt like you didn't love them. They felt like you only wanted uh like you only wanted to engage in like the sexual and physical aspects of y'all's connection. They felt like you it was more so just lust as opposed to love. But I'm gonna get some more information. But that's what they're saying here. They're saying that you didn't love them. They feel like they weren't connecting with you emotionally. Yeah, that's what they're saying. They felt like, well, first and foremost, they see you as being very attractive. They feel like you're someone that gets what you want. Um, they just feel like you can have your pick of anybody. Like you don't necessarily have to deal with them. You could go deal with somebody else. Like that's just what you could do. They just see you as someone who has like a very big energy. And also that you're focused on other aspects and areas of your life, so it's playing off as you being distracted or you not having the time, the energy, or the attention to truly like commit to them. So what I do see here is that you may just have been working on other aspects of your life, like especially if you are in some type of leadership position, or if you're a manager at a job, a CEO, if you're an entrepreneur. It's just other things that you were focusing your time and attention and energy on. And even though we know that it's a given that people are attracted to you and people are going to want you sexually, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you were paying attention to. Yeah, like I think you have a lot of responsibilities and things that you're dealing with behind the scenes that this person wasn't 100% aware of. Okay, because everything that you do, like it's funny because I just heard that you make it look sexy. So it's like you could have like 10,000 bills that need to get paid. So you're consistently hustling and grinding. You could have to clean your house, cook for your kids, take your kids to school. Like you could have so many responsibilities, but despite that and just how much pressure you experience on a daily basis within your life to get stuff done, it's like you still make it look good. Like you still look good. So I don't think this person really understands that you have a strict, like it's like a strict and disciplined life. Like you have to be here, you have to be there. Like you're dealing with a lot of time constraints. So they just were kind of looking at the superficial aspects of you, like, oh well, Gemini is attractive, like Gemini can have whoever they want, like Gemini is sexy, like you know what I'm saying. So they're just kind of looking at all of those things, but not really understanding that like you actually do have a life to maintain, like when you're not with them. So maybe that's all y'all could do is connect in that way. Okay. Maybe that's just what y'all could do. We're adults here. But they were pretty much kind of looking like, okay, well, this is what you show up for. You put a lot of passion and energy into this, but as it relates to the rest of, you know, the rest of the time, it's like you don't hit me up, you don't call me, you don't text me, you don't like. It's just a lot of things that this person was looking for, like just a lot of benchmarks that they were expecting you to hit that you were not hitting. But I don't think they understand just how like busy that your life is. It's not something that they understand, just how busy that your life is. Like, and I also feel like this person was like comparing and contrasting you with people that they dated from the past. So maybe they were dating with people that didn't have as much to do as you or didn't have as many responsibilities. So those people could dedicate more of their time towards putting in effort to this connection. So this is just something I'm gonna tell you moving forward. It's like if you know you don't have time to connect with people, then just don't. Or if you still want to connect with people because you're an adult, you're going to do what you want. I would just say make sure you have these upfront conversations, and maybe you can't get too deep with people. Maybe you can't develop a long term committed relationship. Maybe you just, have to see people casually. I don't know. Like, that's really up to whatever you want to do. But yeah, this person just kind of felt like you weren't really investing too much in the connection. They felt like you were investing elsewhere. Okay, they felt like you were investing elsewhere, and it came to a certain point where it's like you and them weren't even connecting physically, especially if you were doing that with them. It's like it came to a point where you were just too busy to do that too. So then they felt some type of way even more, like, so I just think that this person ran because it's just like you weren't able to put as much effort into the connection, at least as to what they felt like they should been getting from you. So that's why they left. They felt like they were left carrying this connection. That's how they feel, Gemini. All right, so what is the specific trait or asset about you that intimidated them? Well, there was a lot of things that intimidated them. It's like, I don't think this person understands that you're not just putting 100% of your time into your dating and romantic life. So they just kind of projected that you must be out here dealing with someone else when you're really just cooking, cleaning, running errands, and showing up for your multiple businesses. Like, yeah. What was intimidating was your strength. I feel like they're used to dealing with people that just kind of mold themselves, um, or just kind of like, yeah, I feel like they're used to dating people that immediately like prioritize them or put their needs above everything, or prioritize, yeah, like prioritize their needs or prioritize that connection. And I mean, in general, it's like you cannot put a connection, a love relationship at the forefront of your priority list of things to do. Like, you should always be focused on your purpose first. Okay? Like, you should always be focused on maintaining your divine connection with God or to spirit. That's first, because that's ultimately what is going to help you to navigate this society and this crazy world that we live in. Like, that's important first and foremost. But yeah, I think they're just used to dealing with fragile people that emotionally feel like they always have to like be on them or like be smothering them, or like, this is kind of like Gemini, your reading is the opposite of Aries. Like, okay. So it just seems as though this is like someone who feels like you should just be catering to them or to their needs 24/7. And that's just not realistic. It's just not. So I think like the type of connection that they were looking for is just not in alignment with who you are or just what is realistically going on in your life. All right, so let's look at what their current feelings towards you right now are. Yeah, I think that this person is admitting that, I think they're getting real with themselves and just having like a moment um of like clarity where they're just understanding that, like, okay, like maybe, this just wasn't the relationship for me. Like, that's what they're understanding, is like maybe this person is too busy or they have other things going on. Like, maybe I just need to go connect with someone that is able to you know uh prioritize the connection or prioritize my needs. So I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, this person is too needy, but I don't know, like, because when I look at things realistically, I feel like, yeah, this person could have been too needy. And I don't know, I don't think as an adult at this point in time in your life you should be expecting all of this out of a person. So yeah, it seems like whoever you are connecting with is like they just are a bit too dependent. um I think you need to be in a connection with someone who is who you can have an interdependent connection with. Okay, someone who also is prioritizing their purpose. And so when you come together, it's like they can admire your strength as opposed to seeing your strength as like a hindrance to the both of you being able to connect. And also, it's best that you let this person go because they may have tried to sabotage the other things that you were making progress with in your life. Like, this is also potentially that type of person that would project onto you that, oh, you must be cheating or you must be sleeping with other people. And it's like, you're not. You're literally busy with other responsibilities. So, yeah, this is someone who I feel like could have slowed you down. Okay? Like, so it's probably best that you let them go. um yeah, I feel like they're misunderstanding you, but in many ways it's like this aha moment or this conclusion that they're coming to is still based off of a misunderstanding. So I think the best thing to do is to not try to explain yourself to this person, is just to let them go find exactly what it is that they're looking for. Hey Sonia. Hey Puma. Thank y'all so much for coming to my live today. I appreciate you for being here. Let's go ahead and move on to the next air sign. And that sign is going to be Libra. So give me 1 second to reset my alarm, to get a sip of water this time, and then we'll get started. Libra, your timestamp is going to be 52:30. $52.30, and then we'll get started. So I'm just going to start shuffling. Yeah, so Libra, it seems like this person ran from your connection because they're just burned out as it relates to like trying to keep up with you. They're burned out. Similar to, what was the last time? Gemini, I feel like you do have a lot of things going on with your life. You could be focusing heavily on like self-improvement, personal self-mastery. Like, you're just trying your best to develop yourself and to become a better person. But yeah, I think that this is someone who is burned out. I'm not saying that they weren't trying to become a better person, but oftentimes people do what they can. Okay, they change when they can and in their own timing. So it just seems like you were evolving, transforming, or transitioning too rapidly for this person to want to keep up with. So that's interesting. I also feel like this is someone who was just burned out in life in general. So yeah, I think that this is someone who did want to keep up with you, but they also had so many things going on in their life that was holding them back. Things that they felt like they had to attend to. So in many ways, it's like this person put a lot of pressure on themselves to connect with you or to have a specific type of relationship with you that I feel like just wasn't possible at the moment. I also feel like they deal with like some insecurities that you may not necessarily be aware of. Like, this is definitely someone who doesn't feel like they are worthy of love, and that's so sad. Like, it's so sad. Like, they don't feel like they're worthy of love. So That's also another reason for why they ran. Yeah, like this is someone who wants to experience a lot in life, but they just don't feel like they're worthy enough. Um, and that's a self-worth issue. That's something that has to click in their mind. It's not really anything that you could do. I mean, you could try your best to like influence, people, but oftentimes it has to click in their mind before the changes can happen for them. So, yeah, this person just doesn't feel like they're worthy of, just accomplishing goals. They don't feel like they're worthy enough to experience like true success and abundance in their life. Like I said, there's a lot of things that they want, that they wish they could have, but it just kind of starts and ends there. It's just really wishes and desires that eventually become unfulfilled. So I think when they look at you, they see you as someone who's actively working towards these things, actively working towards bringing the things that you really want into your, physical reality. So you could definitely be in your magician energy right now, focusing a lot on, just the visions that you're creating and actually taking like action steps to ensure that it's actually manifested. Okay. So that's literally what you're doing. It's literally what you're doing. And it's crazy too, Libra, because it's like this person sees themselves, like they see themselves, well, they wish they could be like you, okay? Or they wish that they could do what you do. Um they really wish that. So it's not like, oh, this is a hater. That's not what I'm getting here. I just feel like this is someone who's like this whole like belief here where they don't feel like they deserve these great things in life. Like that's the thing that's holding them back from being able to evolve, transition, and grow with you. Like that's literally the thing. But it's what they want the most. So yeah, I don't really understand what you can do for this person, because it's like they're gonna have to believe it. Um, they're gonna have to accept it in their mind, and I just think this is someone who's like consciously rejecting what they really want. But yeah, this person can see themselves being in a relationship with you. They could even see themselves getting married to you. For some of you, if you subscribe to Twin Flames, it's like this could be your divine masculine or divine feminine. Like, okay, but it's just like they see themselves, but there's obviously this big block, okay, this roadblock that is like separating them from what it is that they want. So I don't know if it's really much that you can do with this, to be quite frank. Like it's not really much that you can do. Like it's not really much. I mean, if you care about this person, like you can just, you can send positive prayers out, you can, especially as far as like positive prayers, as far as like them reconnecting to source. But yeah, it just seems like things are not working out with this person because there's an obvious misalignment. And it's like, even if it wasn't something that they could put into words or like consciously understand, it's still subconsciously going on, if that makes sense. Like there's clearly a misalignment between the both of you, and that's why they ran. I'm not going to say that, oh, this person is 100% intimidated by the fact that you're always moving, like you're always accomplishing things, or, because I feel like it's something that they want as well. But there's this very big elephant in the room that is stopping them from being able to be like you, or to do the things you do, or you know to move forward. It's like there's a big elephant in the room, and they don't feel like they deserve good things. Like, so yeah, that's crazy. Like this person would say like, why me, why me, why me? Like it's like you gotta change it to why not me. But that's not something that you can just tell them. They really have to truly believe it for themselves. All right, so what is a specific trait or asset about you that intimidated them? What is a specific trait or asset about you? I mean, I'm interested to see like what it is, because to be quite frank, it's not like they're hating on you. I think they want to keep up with you, but They just can't. And it's crazy. The asset about you, or the specific trait that intimidated them, is the fact that you love yourself. Like, you validate and affirm yourself. So it's just, how like people are always looking to you for the answer, and they want you to tell them some like magical solution that you did that helped to change your life circumstances, and you're just like, well, no, I just, affirmed myself, stopped looking to people for validation, and I started to accept myself and love myself for who I am, and I am lovingly transforming and making changes in my life. It's like they just don't want to hear it. Like, they don't understand that concept. um so yeah, basically this person is intimidated by what you do, because, well, that aspect of self-love, because they don't have that for themselves. So I think this person needs to just lovingly accept themselves, and despite like any types of flaws or insecurities or limitations that they think they have, okay, or are experiencing, okay, I'll affirm that people can experience limitations, but I'm just that type of person that feels like f them limitations. Like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to do it anyway, or to supersede those limitations in order to get what I want. So f them. Like, why am I gonna sit here and focus on limitations and not having enough? Like, why would I sit there and create even more roadblocks? It's so many people that really be hating and really be sending the evil eye and negative energy already. So why am I going to work against myself? That's just how I think. But everybody's different, and we all learn things in our own timing. Okay. It just is what it is. But yeah, it's like this individual is intimidated by the fact that, like, you're literally doing what they have an inability to do, but they want to keep up with you. So if they want to, then they're going to have to embody self-love. Like, and it's not something that you can do for them. You can't give them some magical pill or solution. They're going to have to get so dissatisfied with themselves and understand that they're holding themselves back. And so, yeah, I like the feeling of dissatisfaction. It's like, when I'm dissatisfied, I know that I need to continue to keep reaching and striving, because there's clearly something that I want. Okay. And my lack of having that thing is causing me to feel dissatisfied. So I need to go get it. Okay. I need to go get it. All right, so let's look at what their feelings towards you are right now. Well, they feel like they want to talk to you. That's number one. Like, they want to connect with you. Yeah, I feel like their understanding, or something that they would tell you, is like they're actually getting in their own way. Like, I feel like they would express to you exactly why your connection was delayed, or why maybe there was something that they were supposed to do, like, with you. There was a transition that y'all were supposed to make together, but you had to leave them behind in order to accomplish it, or to go after it, because you realized that this person was dragging their feet. But they weren't just dragging their feet because it's what they wanted to do. There's an actual subconscious belief that they're experiencing that caused things to slow down. So yeah, maybe you all were planning on just locking down your relationship, or taking it to the next level. Y'all had conversations. You may have even felt like the energy and the vibe was going in that direction. But yeah, this is why this person was dragging their feet, for real. So yeah, this is what they would tell you. They want to come in and talk to you about why your connection didn't progress, or also if you've had some type of like collective goal, they want to talk about why that never progressed. Yeah, this person would tell you that they just feel like they feel trapped. Like, that's what they would tell you. They feel trapped, but it's literally nobody trapping them but themselves. Like, I just keep getting the Eight of Swords. Like, I don't see the Eight of Swords out here on the table, but it's just what I keep seeing that card in my mind. Like, I literally keep seeing that card in my mind. But yeah, this is definitely what they would tell you, is like they were limiting themselves. They were feeling stuck. I don't think this person has the same level of self-belief as you. That's I think what they would want to tell you. But yeah, I mean, if anything, um, this person is still holding on to you. Like, I don't think they've let you go. Um, I don't think they have. They haven't let the relationship between the two of you go. That's weird, because it's like they clearly ran, and they're at a distance, but yeah, this person hasn't necessarily let you go. Um, but I do think that, you know, how they feel right now is that they really need to confess to you like what the reason was behind why the connection didn't progress or things didn't progress between the both of you. But all right, that's it, Libra. Let's go ahead and move on to the next sign. And we're moving on to the next air sign, which is Aquarius. I'm going to go ahead and put some hearts and streamers in the chat for Lie Unique. You see all those hearts, Lie Unique, that's from me. And put some streamers in there also. Shout out to our lovely moderator. And if you all are watching the live, definitely make sure that y'all like it. And feel free to say hi. Feel free to let me know where you all are tuning in from. All right, so Aquarius, your timestamp is going to be 106:15. Aquarius, 106:30. 106:30 Aquarius. The topic is, this is why they ran from you and your connection. Yo. Okay, Aquarius. Well, this person ran from you and your connection because they felt like your standards were too impossible for them to for them to meet. Okay, Aquarius, they felt like you were too demanding. And that's hilarious because nah, y'all really do have standards and expectations. Like, you know exactly what you want and you're really not trying to accept less. That message also came up with Aries reading today. So you can go listen to Aries reading. Aries reading, I feel like, was very specific. So it may resonate with you or it may not. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here, is that they definitely felt like you were too demanding. Like, you definitely run a strict program. And I feel like this person knew like that they would not be able to meet those standards. Like, they didn't necessarily have the confidence or even the energetic capacity to meet you where you were requiring them to meet you. Like, they just couldn't. Um I get it. It's just like someone applying for a job and realizing like, damn, I actually can't show up. Like, I can't meet all of the expectations of this job. Like, I actually can't handle all of these responsibilities and these daily tasks. I actually can't. So I'm actually not mad that this person ran, because it's best that you deal with someone that has the capability already and doesn't necessarily have to be trained or doesn't have to continuously fail you or disappoint you because or disappoint you or fail the relationship because they can't do it. Like, they cannot do it. So I mean, it's just crazy because some people really will know that you are like not on their level, that you are like somewhere else, okay, floating in the ethers. Like, they'll really know that like you're not on their level, but they'll still like try to get with you, or they'll still try to like mold themselves into the person that they think that you want. Meanwhile, it's fake. And then you find out down the line that like everything they said was a lie, or everything that they did was carefully crafted, or that they were trying to mirror you back to yourself. So you didn't ever really fall in love with them. You was just really falling in love with, uh, a fake ass version of who they thought you wanted them to be. So yeah, this person left Aquarius because it's just like your standards are impossible. Okay, they really are. They weren't able to keep up with what it is that you want or you were requiring of them. And in turn, it's like, I don't think that your needs would have fully been met anyway. And I think that's something that you were already pretty much experiencing, is like this person wasn't capable. They're very incapable of showing up for the connection or even showing up for you. So yeah, I just want you to know that like it doesn't mean that you're too much. It just means that this person was not the individual for you. Because there's definitely people out here that want what you want, and they're gonna have the capabilities because they've already enriched themselves, or they've already built up the relationship skills. Like, so that they're gonna be able to meet you exactly where you are. So it just wasn't this person. It seems like, yeah, this individual was experiencing too much anxiety. Okay, they were experiencing too much anxiety, from just your standards and what you were expecting of them. What were you expecting of them? Let's see. Yeah, I think you were expecting them to, like, yeah, I mean, that's crazy. I think whomever you were dealing with, Aquarius, like, this is someone who is definitely not as smart as you are. Like, I don't like calling people dumb, but I do feel like this is someone who you wouldn't have really been able to trust with making sound decisions anyway. Especially because it seems like you're looking to have something more, like you actually want to progress and move a connection forward. Um, you could be very serious, like you want something long term. And the person that you decide to connect with, especially with you being so smart, is like you need someone that can match you intellectually. And I just feel like this this person, like I said, they would have disappointed you and they would have failed the relationship by making decisions that you wouldn't make. Okay, you got to be with somebody that's able to make decisions that you would make, even without your presence. Okay, without you even being there, especially if you're looking for like a serious partner. You don't want to be with someone that's going to be impulsive with their mindset or with their behaviors or what they think to do. I also feel like you wanted to live a life of excitement as well. I feel like you want to travel. You want more money, like you want to experience financial, stability. I just feel like you want to experience a good holistic life, okay, or lifestyle, especially with your partner. And I just think that this isn't something that this person had the energy to really keep up with. But more so, what I feel like is coming through is like, their ability to make like quick, sound, and smart decisions. And I also feel like you like consistent communication. You like to exchange ideas. And like I said, I don't like calling this person dumb, but I just feel like they applied for a job. It's the only thing I could think of, is like they literally applied for a job in which they were not qualified. So it's just best that they ran. They weren't qualified to be your partner anyway. Yeah. Yeah. It's best. It's best. Like, I think that you would have realized that you wasted a lot of time. You wasted a lot of energy. And I think you would have just gotten hurt in the process, because you would have realized that this person is not, just sad to say, is that they're just not on your level. They're not. And they may have also, similar to the other signs, slowed down your progress or tried to like trick you out of things that you wanted, only because they know that they were incapable of helping you to get there. Um, Sorry, someone texting me. But yeah, I think that eventually down the line, it's like they would have tried to convince you to not reach or to not want to achieve or grow. They would have tried to slow you down. So let's say the next thing that you had planned for the both of you would be like buying a house or something. They may start to say things like, well, what's the point of buying a house? We could just continue to rent. What's the point of having all that space? What's the point of that? Like, so I think that this person would have started to disconnect you from what you actually wanted, or opportunities that you wanted to manifest or to bring into your life. So yeah, I just think they can't keep up. Like, they literally don't have the skills, the capabilities, or the talents to keep up with you. But yeah, they left because it was too demanding. It was too hard. Maintaining a relationship with you was too challenging. Okay, so what is a specific trait or asset about you that intimidated them? Yeah, you may have been too high maintenance. Okay, they can't maintain you. They can't maintain you. Yeah, what intimidates them is like the structure and the order that you have. Like I said, you run a very strict program. You really do. Um, let's say for example, like this is someone who had issues with monogamy or just being monoamorous. That would have been a problem as well, especially if you're looking to develop a family or to have children, and wanting your child to benefit from sound mind two parents with a sound mind. Okay. Two sound individuals. Okay, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's like you want your children to benefit from having parents that are locked in, that are focused, that know exactly what they want, know exactly what's the next steps for the family or the direction that they're taking the family in. Like it's just, yeah, it's like you run a very strict program. You just do. Like, you know exactly what it is that you want. And I just feel like this is someone who can't just do whatever they feel like doing. Okay? They can't just do whatever. They actually have to show up every time. Like, they actually do. So I just think that this may be, I don't want to just say like an unserious person, but it's best that they ran so that they could go handle what they can. Okay, go handle what you can, but I just don't think that they could really handle this situation. And you also are gonna speak up for yourself as well. So if something's not right, you're gonna defend your position. And oftentimes people think that, oh, that means now y'all got to start arguing and burning bridges and insulting each other. That's not necessarily the case. um an argument is literally just that. It's presenting your point of view. It's literally just that. Think about a debate. Like debates don't have to get heated. They do because people start, feeling some type of way and getting egotistical and arrogant while they're debating. But it actually doesn't have to be that way. It could just be a calm discussion. So, yeah, this person also felt intimidated by your intellect and also your style of communication as well. Just being very straightforward and direct. Like, you would tell this person, well, if you can't do it, you can't do it. Like, you would tell them that and they would feel offended. Okay. Like, or you would ask this person, okay, well, why did you make that decision? I thought we discussed something else. Why would you go against that? Like you would ask this person questions, and it's just they wouldn't be able to defend themselves. They feel like they would be in like the line of fire or something, especially if you were giving them like quick fire, rapid questions. It's like they wouldn't be able to keep up with that. It would be too intimidating for them. Thank you for the rose, cuz. All right, so let's check in on their energy as far as their feelings towards you. Yeah, this is like whoever this is, Aquarius, is like they deal with a lot of mental anguish and anxiety. Like it's I don't know, like it seems like this is a mentally fragile person. Aquarius, this may have also been someone that you were either in a serious relationship already, like maybe this was someone that you're separated from. You're not quite like divorced, but you're just separated. Like you already had a family with this person, or y'all just had um already had some type of like long-term stable connection that was kind of going on. So I think you're kind of I think you're puzzled more so than anything because I feel like you thought that things were going and moving forward. But it's just kind of like the example that I gave you earlier of somebody realizing that they actually can't fulfill the responsibilities of the relationship. Like they actually can't. It's like they may have like signed up and thought that they could, but I don't think they can. So instead of like discussing that with you, they just distanced themselves and ran. So I think you're very puzzled. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. But yeah, this is definitely someone who's experiencing some mental unrest and also depression. Um, yeah, this is a lot. That's why I'm saying like maybe the best thing for them to do is to like just go spend time on your own. And then eventually when you want to get into a relationship, like just seek out a relationship that's like on your level. Like I think that's okay. Like I think it's okay for people to like get in where they fit in. I think that's completely fine. But Yeah, I think this person is experiencing this emotional storm because they can't pretend anymore. It's just something that they can't pretend. Um, Cuz said that's what she said. What did she say? Okay, what did she say? Like, that's hilarious. Unless that's that saying that people say, "Oh, that's what she said." Like, people say that too. But what did she say? Something that I specifically said, or you're just saying that saying? Like, what is it? But yeah, this person is definitely going through a lot right now. They really are. I think they're going through a lot. I think they need space. I just don't think that they can do this relationship right now. And I feel like that's what their current feelings are. Is like it's too much for them. They can't do this relationship. Yeah, I think they unfortunately it just is what it is. They have to go seek out, like I said, relationships that may not hold as much weight. So they may just need to go seek out relationships that are superficial, okay, that are, a bit empty. Like I don't know what to say. Like it just to the level of what you're expecting, and what you're wanting, and what you're willing to accept in their life is like it's too much for them. Oh, cuz said get in where you fit in. Yeah, I just don't think it's anything wrong with that. So yeah, it seems like this is just a misaligned connection, Aquarius. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next sign. So we're done with the fire signs and the air signs. We can either move on to the earth signs or the water signs. Just let me know as I reset my cards and clear out the energy. And thank you all for tuning in. If you have not liked the live, go ahead and like it. I hope the messages are resonating with you. Of course, these are general messages. Um, all I can do is just read the cards and use my intuition, read the energy. That's really all I can do. So I hope it's resonating. But I'm going to give it a couple more seconds and then I'm just going to choose which sign to move on to. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go to the earth signs. And I'm going to start with Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, your timestamp is going to be 1:23. So 1 hour and 23 minutes. All right, Taurus. The topic of today's All Signs Live is this is why they ran from you and your connection. Dang. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot. I don't know what I was expecting when I was doing this reading. Like, I didn't know what I was expecting to channel, but yeah, this is a lot. Like, yeah. Taurus, whomever you're dealing with, like, this is a very guarded person. I feel like you would even look at them as being like energetically stingy. It's like it just seems like they never want to give, or they give just enough to like participate and engage in a connection, but not enough to truly like enrich it and to help it grow. It's like they just do just enough, you know? It's like that person that'll show up to their job and not go above and beyond. Like I feel like in some instances you should go above and beyond, because if you don't, it's like that's a part of your character. It's like you're never going above and beyond for anything or anybody. But there are those people that go above and beyond and end up burning themselves out. That's a different story. This is that person that will literally just show up to the job and just do exactly what they need to do and go home. There's nothing wrong with that, but if you're in a collaborative environment, sometimes you have to be a bit flexible because you're trying to help the team, and not just focusing on preserving yourself. So I just feel like this is that type of person, and you were connecting with them. It's like they did just enough to show up, just enough to engage, but just not enough to really truly like be supportive and to collaborate. Like, yeah, I don't like it because I feel like that puts a lot of the burden and the responsibility on you to like truly maintain the connection because you're doing things that this person does not want to do. You're doing things that they know they should do, but because they have to protect themselves and preserve themselves, it's like they're not going to do it, but they'll happily sit and watch you do it. I don't like it. It's just the energy of somebody that puts in just enough. I don't like it, but it is what it is. I mean, I just don't like. Maybe it's because I actually like to give and support, like, but I've also had to learn proper boundaries as well because that type of energy can get taken advantage of. So I just think this person is too concerned with being taken advantage of, but you have shown them that you're not taking advantage of them. Like you've already shown them your capacity to show up and to share and to give and to put in effort. So I don't understand why they're not equally matching your effort. It's like this person is literally watching you, but deciding to still be stingy. It's like you can't be stingy, but still want to take. It's like that makes no sense. You can't be selfish, but then still want to be greedy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, doesn't make sense. Okay? It just doesn't. It doesn't. For real. It's like if you're going to be like that, then just don't be in relationships. Or if you're going to be like that, be in casual relationships with unserious people. But don't try to be in a connection with someone who's actually focused on building. You can't have it both ways. So that's just kind of like what I'm getting here, Taurus. But like what I'm seeing is like they ran from your connection because they honestly they don't feel like you deserve them. They don't. They don't feel like you deserve them. But that's also because they feel unworthy. They feel like in many ways they feel like they don't deserve you. Like they feel like they don't deserve you because you do a lot. You show up, you actually care, you like to put plans in place. um you put in a lot of effort, like you're actually capable and you have no issues with like displaying what your capabilities are. So like you actually do deserve someone that is going to do the same thing. Like you don't need to be with someone who is like consciously holding back and just being so unwilling. um yeah, I feel like there was nothing that you could really do here. It's like you couldn't convince them of otherwise because they're holding on to so much like trauma from their past. And it's like people need to understand, like, unfortunately, in order to live a true, fulfilled life, you're going to have to let those things go. You're going to have to let it go. But see, the issue is people don't want to let past trauma go because that trauma has become a part of their identity. So if they let that go, they feel like they're losing a part of themselves. And that's okay. It's like you're losing something that you no longer need. It's okay to change. It's okay to release things. And that's even within yourself, like things that you used to do, thoughts that you used to think, like people that you used to be close to, like you can let those people go. Like you have the right to redefine and to refine yourself. Like that's what this person does not understand. It's like they're still holding on to these things, but they just don't want to experience a loss of identity, which is connected to their ego. So I don't know, Taurus. It's really nothing you can do about this. Um, but yeah, this person had too much trauma that they're holding on to that they had an ability to let go of. So I guess they just convinced themselves, like, okay, well, I guess it is like this is Taurus, like this is kind of like it is what it is type of person. I feel like they're just being very realistic and saying, like, okay, well, I guess I don't deserve them. I guess they don't deserve me, like, or they deserve better. So that's just a conclusion that this person came to, Taurus. So yeah, this is definitely a misaligned connection only because I feel like you were willing to put in more than them. And I feel like you've experienced, I didn't even get into the tarot, but I can already say that you've experienced too many like occurrences of you just looking at this person and just thinking like, damn, you stingy as fuck. Like, why you so stingy? Like, yeah, like I think this is someone who is stingy with like expressing their emotions. Is like, how do you feel? Like, what do you want? What do you desire? I just think they had issues with really connecting with you. And there's also something here about like just uh yeah, it's something here about their energy as well. It's like this is definitely someone, like I said, that gave just enough. Um what else? You may have wanted something very serious with them, like marriage, having something a bit more like committed. Um I don't feel like they were ready for that. They're not, because they don't know how to just share and give for the sake of doing that. Like, um, and this person also wasn't being fair. Like, things weren't equal at all. It's like you were carrying more of the emotional weight of the connection, and just every responsibility was just on you. Yeah, I also feel like you wanted commitment, and it's just like this person was unable to do that. This may have been someone that was like, "Oh yeah, we could get married," or and then they just kept pushing it like further and further away. Or this is someone that you may have been engaged to, but it's just like, when are we going to actually start wedding planning? Like, when are we going to actually set the date for our wedding? And it's just like they just never wanted to set the date. Like, you may have felt, like I said, you were just responsible for future planning, and they just never showed up. They never showed an interest. They never put any energy in. Um, but yeah, for others of you, this person ran from your connection because they developed a new connection elsewhere. Okay, they developed a new connection elsewhere, which is wild to me, because it seems like their character is to not really give at all. So I don't know what they're intending to do with this other connection. Like, it's not going to be successful. And that's the thing that people need to understand. It's like, if somebody that wasn't treating you right decides to go deal with somebody else, let them. It's not like they're all of a sudden gonna change their character and their habitual behaviors and patterns. It's not like all of that is gonna immediately change in a day. So it's like, if the connection between you and them failed, let them go, because it's not like it's gonna be successful over there. Exactly. Like, sorry, like oftentimes when I pull cards and then it's like spirit confirms what I just said, I'm just like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, let me move on. Yeah, it's like this person ran because like they knew that they were going to disappoint you anyway. Okay, they knew that they were going to disappoint you. So you just got to let it go. Yeah, so what is the specific trait or asset about you that intimidated them? Well, I feel like you resisted their timelines. Like, this is definitely someone who I felt like, similar to the other signs, was just dragging their feet, or someone who wasn't giving as much as what they could have. They weren't giving to their full capacity. And no, like, I think that what the issue is that this person may have even been one of those like 50-50 type of people. Like, oh, let's just split things and go 50-50. But it's like, the thing is, in a relationship, you have to be 100-100. So what is that? I think you were approaching this from the standpoint of like, okay, I'm gonna go all in. Like, this is my person. Like, we're doing this. you know, we're gonna connect. Like, even if this was a business partnership, like, okay, yeah, we're gonna collaborate. I'm gonna put my all in. I'm gonna put in my full effort. And if this is that other person who's just like, oh well, 50-50 effort, is just like, no, you have to put in 100-100. 50-50 effort is not gonna work. um that's just what I think. I've definitely been in connections with people that were like this, like always trying to put 50-50 effort in, but then expecting you to continue to work at your full capacity. That's why you just have to match energy, Taurus. Like, that's just, I guess, your advice moving forward is just like, match energy. Like, don't ever put in more than the other person. At least gauge the situation first, gauge their character, look at what they can do and match it. Or if it's not up to your liking, just leave. But yeah, you definitely resisted what this person was contributing. Like in many ways, you felt like it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. And I feel like it's okay to say that. If something is like not enough, it's okay. Like it's okay. It's just what it is. It's not enough. Like it's not. It's not. Some people make it seem like you're being, what is it? It's like you're being ungrateful or unappreciative, but if it's not enough, it's not enough. Like, let's say, for example, y'all had to split a bill, okay? And the bill is $200 and you put your 100 in, right? Mind you, 50-50 person. You put your 100 in and then they only give $25. It's like, I'm sorry, but this $25 is not enough. Like, it's not enough. Where's the 75 extra to pay this bill? It's not enough. So I just feel like you resisted that. It's like you weren't accepting that. You weren't accepting their lack of effort, their lack of attention, their lack of energy, or even the lack of time that they put into y'all's connection. You were not accepting it. And you don't have to. You literally don't have to. So yeah, that intimidated them. It's like the fact that you no, like once you started to wake up and see that maybe in some ways you were being taken for a ride, or that you were putting in extra effort, like that's when it shouldn't even have been extra. That's the thing. But once you realize like, okay, I'm putting in too much energy, it's extra at this point, and I'm not being met with that same energy in return, that's when you actually started to like resist and match their energy, and they felt some type of way. But you should have just been doing this from the beginning, you know? All right, so let's just do an energetic check-in to see what their feelings are towards you right now. Well, they feel like they feel like you hit your limit with them, okay? They just feel like you're at the point of no return. They can feel that. Okay? They can feel that energy. They can feel that you're not willing to be as like open-handed or as free with them as you were, or willing to put in as much energy towards the connection as you were in the past. Like you pretty much got the clue in the picture that like, no, this person is actually stingy. Like they're not willing to give, but they're willing to take. So yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, this person is kind of understanding now that like their feelings towards you, like, or just the way that they approach the connection was just from a very hollow and empty space. Like they were too shallow, while you were being very like, empathetic. Like you just had an open heart, you had an open hand, like you would have done anything for this person. Yeah, now they want closeness and connectivity with you again, but it's just like they don't deserve it. They don't deserve that. Yeah, I just think that it's not even more so about their feelings towards you. It's just what they're realizing about you, and about how you feel. So yeah, you definitely hit your breaking point with this person. Yeah, they know that you're exhausted. And for the case, it will, at least for you all, that if it's the storyline that you know that this person went and got in another connection, is like that connection is not turning out, like it's not turning out positively. Yeah, it's not. I think something this person is also understanding, that things were better off with you if they would have just allowed themselves. Oh, did I put the wrong cards in the wrong deck? Let me see. I hope I didn't. They're realizing that things were better off with you, and all they really had to do was to just give and stop being so damn stingy. But sometimes people need to experience that. I'm not going to just say that this person had like the grass is greener type of syndrome, but sometimes you know. Sometimes that has to happen where people have to go experience something else and realize that they just should have stayed where they were. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Let's move on to the next sign in the lineup, which is Capricorn. So Capricorn, your timestamp is going to be 1:40. Capricorn, your timestamp is going to be 1 hour and 40 minutes. I think I'm making like amazing timing. So today's reading isn't going to be as long. Okay, I'll be able to take a nap before I continue on with my day. Hey, Cha-Cha. Yeah, and that's cool. The playback is always gonna be available, so you can tune in later and watch if you're interested and curious. But it just is what it is. People watch these readings, so I have to ensure that I am, you know, just keeping up and still giving people what they want, even if it's not what a specific person wants. But all right, Capricorn. The topic is, this is why they ran from you and your connection. Yeah, I guess I'm not mad. I don't know. Like, this is crazy. Okay, so Capricorn, if you were dealing with someone that was like older or younger than you, like there was some type of significant age gap, this is definitely your reading. Because what they're realizing is that y'all are just not compatible. And I'm not going to say that you're the immature person in a situation. I'm not going to just jump to conclusions and be like, oh, you're the mature person. But they just feel like there are some issues here with age. Yeah. I mean, people leave for a lot of different reasons. But yeah. This person also has a mindset where they feel like there's not too many people that are compatible with them. But it seems like age was definitely one of the issues between the both of y'all. So let's get some more information. Oh, you know, the crazy thing is, this probably wasn't even really their issue as far as y'all not, you know, being in the same age group or category or even in the same generation. It seems like it was more so their friends that had an issue with that. So yeah, I think that their friends were gossiping. I feel like their friends were putting a lot of like social pressure on them to not date you because of the difference in your age. And yeah, your friends, yeah, their friends were gossiping about it. So that's crazy. So whenever they were meeting up with their friends, it might have been like you were a part of a joke as it relates to, like, you know, your age, like them either calling you old or calling you young. You all may have definitely been the older person in the situation. So yeah, that's why I'm getting here. At least, you know, spirit confirmed y'all were probably the older person in the situation, the person that had more life experience, the person that just had more wisdom, also the person that knew exactly what you wanted. So whomever you were dealing with may have been a bit more unserious than you. But yeah, I think that you tuned it out. Like, even if you were around and they were just making jokes about age, you just kind of let it just roll off your shoulder. It wasn't really something that you were, you know, gonna play into. Um, yeah, it's something that you decline to address. It's like, you don't have to address it. Like, you're happy with who you are, with your life experiences, with, you know, how intellectual and smart that you are. Like, you're happy with it, you know? It just is what it is. Like, that's not doing anything for you. But yeah, I do think that this person was a bit, but it's only because they allowed their friends to influence them. But they were a bit ashamed and they had some anxiety associated with having a public relationship with you because of the difference in age. So they allowed their friends to, I guess, pressure them to move on from your connection because of that. Yeah, they allowed their friends to make the decision for them that ultimately ended the connection. So this is definitely someone, Capricorn, that doesn't think for themselves, or they allow other people to influence them too heavily. I feel like you should think for yourself, like always, like regardless of what your friends say, what your family say, like whatever advice that they give you. I think that you should just take a second to think if that advice is applicable to your situation, or if it's in alignment with what it is that you're desiring and what you want. If it is it going to help. I do feel like this person likes spending time with you. I feel like y'all got along very well despite the issue with age. So as far as the lack of compatibility, I'm not sure if that was an original thought that this person has, more so than I can definitely say that like they were influenced by their friends. Yeah, they were influenced by their friends to like go in a different direction. um yeah, and I mean that's crazy. I think that the person on your mind is very like naive, and I don't like calling people dumb, but just naive and a bit dumb. Like, it's like it's so gullible. It's like, how is it that you listen to somebody else so much so like you know how you feel when you're with this person? You know what the vibes are when they're with this person. This person being you. They know how the vibes are, but then they allowed their friends to basically tell them that like, oh, don't deal with Capricorn. They're old, like they're strict, like they're a bit too serious with life. Like you need to still be out here with us. You know what I'm saying? Still be out here with us. Oh yeah, their friends also need your person for clout. That's the crazy thing about it. They need your person for clout. So yeah, there was some type of agenda that their friends were furthering by, influencing and encouraging this person to leave you. Yes. That's definitely what it is. That's crazy. Yo, that's those messages are crazy as well. The messages in the chat. But yeah, thanks for definitely reaffirming that, we have to keep it respectful. I'm not even going to go view those deleted messages because I already know it's going to piss me off temporarily. So let's just keep it pushing. But yes, I know I am beautiful. Okay. I know that. Okay. So what is a specific trait or asset about you that intimidates them? Um, I feel like it's more so like what intimidated their friends group or their friend circle. And it's just the simple fact that like you're not as unserious as them. And it's very hard for deception to get past you. It's like it's very hard for you to not see the situation for what it is. Okay. So that's really how smart you are. And you're very perceptive. So it's not hard for you to perceive things accurately. So yeah, I think that's something that intimidates their friends group and friend circle because like I said, they're so unserious. Like, and I feel like you even told your person that like, oh yeah, your friends are no good, or you should stop dealing with them, or they're holding you back, or they're using you for clout. Like I feel like you told this person that. um and I think like what even intimidated your person is like the fact that you had access to this information that I feel like they knew it was the truth, but they're just kind of looking at you like, how do you know that? Or what is causing you to see that? Like, so yeah, Capricorn, I definitely feel like you're in your high priestess vibes and energy. And so they're just kind of like wondering how you're able to see these things. And oftentimes it's like people will unknowingly or like unconsciously be like gaslighting you instead of just accepting the information. It's like just accept the information that I'm telling you. But also, you don't have to. Okay, this person already has issues with thinking for themselves. So, they're kind of messed up all the way around. They don't listen to good advice, but then they also listen to bad advice. So it's just kind of like, it's nothing you could do here. It's just nothing you could do. Like, it's nothing you could do with this person. So yeah, I think they're a bit intimidated by like how accurately you perceive things, how honest you can be. But yeah, they definitely allowed their friends to trick them out of this relationship because I don't even feel like these were their original thoughts. It's like someone supplanted these thoughts in their mind and they just kind of went along with it. Okay, so let's just do an energetic check-in on their feelings towards you right now. And then before I move on to Virgo, I'm just going to go take a bathroom break and then I'll come back. Well, they really don't know what you think and how you feel. Like, I think that's something else that's very intimidating about you right now is like when you were dealing with this person, y'all would get along and you would exchange ideas and exchange information and just your opinions. And it's like now that y'all aren't connecting with each other, it's like they don't know what's going on. They don't know how you think, they don't know how you feel. Um, yeah, they don't know what's going on with you. They don't, it's like there's an air of mystery and secrecy here. But it's just like, of course. Like what are you supposed to still be giving them the rundown? Like, what are you supposed to be doing? Like when someone is not, you're not dealing with someone, you're literally not connecting with them. So why do they feel like they should know everything that's going on in your life? Like you don't have to tell them anything. You're no longer connecting with them in that same way. So you don't have to do anything as it relates to them. Yeah, they feel like now you're like avoiding them. And it's like rightfully so. It's like if they rejected you because of your age, but also because of, you know, your maturity, your wisdom, just how you appear, you're not as unserious as their friends because that's what their friends, you know, influence them to do. Like it's like what do you or influence them to basically influence their behavior? It's like what are you supposed to do about it? Yeah, now they feel lonely. I mean, I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what to tell this person. Like, because when they were with you, y'all were connecting. It was warm, it was lively, it was nice, it was fun. Like, and so, yeah, now they just feel withdrawn from you. Like, but they left you. You know, they ran away from you. So yeah, basically I feel like these are all the confusing feelings that people feel when they don't make a logical decision that's based off of facts. Like when they just make emotional decisions or do what other people tell them to do and they haven't like connected the dots for themselves or understand like what the intentions are behind the actions that they're taking is like I feel like this is the confusion that they experience. So it's like the person you're dealing with, Capricorn, or was dealing with, is like they're experiencing that cognitive dissonance where it's just like, okay, two things can be true. I like my friends group, but I also liked connecting with Capricorn. Like, and they chose, they had three different decisions that they could make. Okay. They could try to balance a relationship with you and still respect the connection, but then also you know, respect the connection with their friends. They could have just listened to themselves or they could have listened to their friends and they allowed themselves to be influenced by their friends. So they made decisions based off of that, of trying to keep up, you know, of being pressured. Um, and just, you know, being highly susceptible to that pressure. Like, so it's just like that's what they chose. But now they're still not happy with their decision. So this is just kind of what happens to people emotionally, like I said, when they don't make their own choices. This is just what happens. Now they feel disconnected from you. Exactly. Like now they're feeling conflicts. But it's like this has I mean, it has nothing to do with you because you could just continue to be in your own world, like doing your own thing. Like you don't have to focus on this, but it's just what's going on with them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're dealing with a lot of heaviness from not choosing what they wanted, from allowing other people to influence them. And that has nothing to do with you, is basically what I'm trying to say. That's some people have to learn. Exactly. Some people have to learn. And this person just had to learn a tough lesson. Yeah, so it seems like y'all's connection was really A1. That's just what I'm getting here. Like, they should have protected it. Hey, Messiah. Like Messiah. I've met a few people that have that first name, Messiah. I actually like it. All right. So I'm going to briefly pause the video. I'm going to take a bathroom break and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. We're gonna be moving on to the next sign, the next earth sign rather, which is Virgo, and then we'll finish off today's reading with the water signs. Messiah said, "You're doing an awesome job." Thank you, Messiah. You're doing an awesome job. He said it again. I appreciate it. You gonna say I'm the one? Wait, you're the one Messiah that I met? Is that what you're trying to say? Yo. All right, let me get a sip of water and then we'll move on to Virgo. I should be going live tomorrow, and I forgot what I'm reading for tomorrow. I don't know. Let me check. Because I know I'm going live. I scheduled it. What's tomorrow's live? Oh, who are they really? The image they portray versus what? The image they portray versus who they hide. So that should be an interesting reading tomorrow. And that reading is definitely going to cover anybody you could think of. Like, this could be a new person that's coming into your life. I feel like you should use it for new people. Like, think about that as opposed to like people that you already have like outgrown or you've already encountered. It's like it's kind of pointless because you should already know who they are. Okay, you should already know. Josh said that sounds like a good topic. Deception is real out here. Yeah, I feel like just use it and think about new people as opposed to an older person. Like, you already know that person, you already dealt with them. You should be studying them and assessing their character anyway. So yeah. All right. Virgo. Virgo, your timestamp is going to be 1:57:30. All right, Virgo. Yo, Virgo, if your person don't get out of here, just playing. I don't want to say your person, okay? We don't have to take ownership over these people, but it's really just for the sake of the reading. Yeah. Okay, so the person on your mind, they ran from your connection because even though they saw you as like a soulmate and they felt like they had a deep connection and bond with you, they also felt like they could replicate that elsewhere. They felt like they had multiple soulmates and that they needed time to go experience all of these people. Okay, that's what they felt they needed to do. um and it's true. We are going to have multiple soulmates. We are. But you just know, like, when you meet that person and it hits and it clicks, like, what's the purpose of you trying to go out there and trying to replicate that same type of connection with others? It's not gonna hit the same. It's like when people always feel like they can replace people. You cannot replace somebody. They're one of a kind, one of one. Like, you will never meet another person that is just like that individual. So that's what they have to understand, Virgo. For real, is like they're not going to meet another person just like you. It makes me think about this song that we used to sing at the high school that I went to, because it's a Presbyterian school, and then like we used to have to go to church on Sundays, and then we would go to convocation on Thursday. And there was a song called "There Is No One Like You," and of course it's a Christian song, but it's like, it's true. Like, there really is no one like you. And unfortunately, that's just what they're gonna have to learn. That's the lesson for them. But yeah, this is definitely someone who feels like it's multiple soulmates out here. They have to just go explore. That's just how they feel. And they also act like they're impossible to please or hard to get, which is weird. Um, so yeah, this is definitely that person I feel like puts themselves on a pedestal or makes themselves seem like they're the prize or they're so unattainable, and yet they want to go connect with multiple people. This is just someone I feel like that just, they keep themselves single, like perpetually single. And then they connect with people, experience the honeymoon phase, and then they leave. So it's like this is someone who I feel like is perpetually like cycling through relationships. Like it's like they never spend time on their own. They never spend time on their own. And it's like they keep collecting lovers and potential partners. Like it's like this is not Pokemon. You can't catch them all. It's like they always are holding on to multiple people. So it's just like I don't even think this is someone that you should even care about like being connected to, because it's like not trying to make it seem like you're going to be a perpetual option, like, but it kind of seems like that's what it would be for them. It's like they hold on to people that they meet. They never get too deep with them. They always experience the honeymoon phase and then they move on. So they really do that thing where it's like they never close any relationship. They just keep it open ended. Like they never close any door. I just heard Bruno Mars say leave the door open. It's like they never end relationships. So in many ways, yeah, it's kind of like you could potentially be a perpetual option for this person. But yeah, they're very defensive. It's like they never allow relationships to get past a certain point. They don't. And it's like if you push for more, it's like they're gonna start pushing back at you, which is weird. And it's sad because it seems like you and this person really truly connected, but instead of them like protecting the connection, it's just like they have to protect themselves. Um, yeah, this is a very defiant person. It's really no purpose as it relates to trying to solidify anything with them because they just make themselves like the prize. I think this is someone who could like listen to a lot of podcasts, like where it just be like, you're the prize. And it's like, yeah, you could be a prize, but there's other people out here that are worthy as well. It's like everybody out here is not just beneath you or, you know, there at your every should be there at your every beck and call or should be disposable, like or dispensable. Is like stop treating people like they're trash, like or they're a commodity, something to be used and then thrown out, okay? Or like they're the elf on the shelf, like you know, like just sitting there and waiting for you to come back. So yeah, I think this person Virgo could have some issues with like vanity, superficiality, and they could have some narcissistic tendencies. For real, this is like this is a bit of a sketchy and an unsafe person for you to even want to be mixed up with. I'm just keeping it real. But yeah, this is definitely someone who puts themselves on a pedestal. They can be seemingly attractive and still get attention, so they feel like you know they should be the people out here turning people down. You know, like, and it's just weird. Um, so this is definitely that person. Look, if this is who they want to be in their reality, don't argue with it. Just let them be who they are in their reality, but you know who they are in your reality. Okay. So if they want to be in their reality thinking this way, that's completely fine. That's their prerogative. Let them. Like, let them. But yeah, this person, Virgo, it seems as though they could be a bit promiscuous. Um, I'm just keeping it real. Because I had to with Aries reading, like the way that reading opened, I was just like, damn, this is a lot. So Virgo, you should probably go back and go back and watch Aries reading for some more information. But yeah, this is definitely that person. Like they're seemingly attractive. You know, they have some charisma, they have some pull, they know how to clean up nice when they go out. So it's kind of easy for them to like attract partners. And they also have this like pretentious way about them. And you know how people are, they love a challenge. People love challenges. So they make themselves so unattainable that people literally have to like fight um and compete to be with them. That's how this person is, Virgo. Yeah, that's how they are. Yeah, they're just not someone who cares a lot about being fair in relationships. I feel like they care a lot about themselves. Um, and the way that they go about things could potentially be dishonest. Like they may wrap you up in a connection just so that they can experience that honeymoon phase. But then at the end of the day, it's like they know that they're single, they know that they're independent, and they're just going to move on. So they definitely value that, their singlehood and their independence. Like this person is actually perpetually single. Even if you think that they're in a relationship, they're still single. Like that's how this individual is. Even if you think they're in a relationship, they're single. They may just be in that relationship out of self-preservation. There's something that they're getting out of that connection. Um yeah, and they liked you. They liked you because of how you appeared. You appealed to some type of superficial superficiality that they prioritize, like how you look, your lifestyle, what you had materially. You all look nice. Also, you smell good. Okay, you look good. Yeah, like you smell good, you look good. So they connected with you because of those things. Um, yeah. But the crazy thing is like if they wanted to, they could have locked down things with you if they wanted to. But the issue is here is like this person didn't want to get too deep with you. So they ran. Yeah, they ran. That's crazy. But if they wanted to, they actually could have locked down things with you. They really could have. Y'all would have had a decent connection. Y'all would have. Y'all would have had a decent connection. Yeah. Yep. So what specific trait or asset about you intimidated them? I don't even know if it was just about you, but I think it was more so the connection. And it's like the simple fact that y'all's connection had the potential to be something more. But I feel like this person knew that. They knew that love, what's this person like? This person be running from love. Like, don't catch feeling, catch flights. Like this, that type of individual, Virgo. So what really intimidated them was the potential of the connection. Okay. And what it could have been. Okay. What it could have been. So I think they already knew that love was definitely here. Okay. But they just ain't want it. Exactly. I feel like this person knew that not only would they have to like transition out of their ways, but I feel like they could have. They were stopping themselves from doing it. Okay. I don't know if this person is a player for real. Like I don't know. Like I think this all might be an act. I think it might all be an act. I'm just gonna tell you that it may be an act because they definitely fell for you, but they pushed it away. It wasn't something that they were trying to allow themselves to really experience and bask in, but the feelings was there. So if you felt like this person was gaslighting you, they were. If you felt like a bit crazy because you know that the vibes were there, but they just were trying to ignore them, it's like you were right. I'm just gonna affirm you. Like you were definitely right. It was them. Yeah, it was them. Damn, that's crazy. It was them. Like this person admired a lot of things about you. Like they really admired it. And like I said, they're superficial. They really are, but you still appealed to what they liked. Okay. Like you kind of, not even you kind of, it's like you look good. Okay. And that's what they liked about you. Like, and you had your own sense of style. Um, you had a very strong mind. You were independent. You didn't really need anybody for anything. Like, I mean, that still doesn't mean that you don't deserve to be supported. I'm just going to say that. But it's like you're self-reliant. You didn't even need them to affirm you. You knew you was that. Okay? That girl or that boy. Like, you already know. So, yeah. The problem is with them is that they would have had to let go of all of these people that they were still kind of keeping on the hook, or they felt like they could always go back to. They would have had to let go. But I think all of that is just ego, just so that they know that somebody wants them, or like somebody's on their top, or like somebody's on their nuts. Like this is that type of person. They just want to know that somebody's on their nuts, like just so they can reject people and make it seem like they're the prize. Meanwhile, they're really over here feeling the vibes with you, but just don't want to admit it or allow themselves to feel that love. Exactly. So now, now this is that type of person that definitely chase thrills and good times. That's just what they do. They love the honeymoon phase, or I guess you could say new relationship energy. Like they love that. Okay, but now they want, exactly, now they're understanding that there's more depth to your connection. Like now they're developing like the awareness of just how valuable that you were, or connecting to you, how valuable that was. So yeah, hindsight is 2020. It's kind of what I'm getting here. Yeah, now they now they're longing for you. Now they want you back. Exactly. And they want to get into a relationship with you now, Virgo. So that's crazy. Exactly. And now they're feeling some type of way because they lost the connection with you because they had to go make themselves this unattainable prize that can connect with anybody. Like that's the type of person this is. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't tell you that either. Like we know that we can have multiple soulmates, but every soulmate doesn't fulfill every single like aspect or type of connection or specific relationship that we can have. Like I have soulmates that are friends. My child is my soulmate. Some people have pets that are soulmates. So yeah, when you connect with someone, I think you should just be grateful for that connection. But yeah, this is definitely someone who thought that they could replicate that with other people. So yeah, maybe for some of y'all, that's validation that now they want you and now they want to be in a serious connection with you. But for others, y'all probably just don't care. And why should you? They ran. All right, Virgo, that's that. Let's move on to the next sign, which is Pisces. So we have Pisces here. Hey, Anthony. Thank you so much for saying hi. Definitely make sure you like the live, comment, subscribe, and hype. It helps with my channel's discoverability. But okay, Pisces, your timestamp is going to be 2/12/30. After Pisces, we'll do Cancer, Scorpio, and then I will finish the live for today. We'll end the live for today, rather. Okay. Pisces, why did they run from you and the connection? Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I think this is more so what was going on with them behind the scenes. But yeah, I think this is someone who, like, their life is messy as fuck. Like, their life is just messy. And there's some messy aspects about them. I'm going to get some more information. But I don't think it's like things that would have been harmful towards you. I'm just feeling like they have some issues with like confidence. But they were kind of masquerading as though they had the confidence to like to get you or to be with you. So clearly there was something. Oh, okay, so that's what it is. You're a confident person. You're a confident person. Like you're showing up as you are someone that is determined as it relates to life. You're charismatic. You have no issues with talking to people and being social. You're also an independent person that's focused on creating financial stability for yourself. So, I mean, that's something that this individual was insecure about, was maybe their own financial situation or just their ability to keep up with somebody like you that, you know, actually is attempting to live life and not to be passive. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of picking up here is like being in the driver's seat of your own life. Feeling like you can create. Just really being in your like magician energy as well. Like feeling like you can just manifest any and everything that you want. You may also be a very knowledgeable person, so you apply the knowledge and information that you have to help you make strides in your life, to help glow up your life or take your life to the next level. So yeah, I think this is someone who is like, they made themselves, well, at least to you, they made you believe that they wanted to do the same thing as you, or they were like on the same wave as you, or they had a similar mindset as you, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think this is someone who suffers from a lack of confidence. I don't think this is someone who sees themselves as like attractive. So yeah, they can have some like body esteem issues. So they may not like their body or just how they look. I don't know how else to say it. Like, I don't know how else to say it. But like with you being such an independent person, they're the opposite. They're like a dependent person, but it's like they try to make it seem as though like they were just like you. And I don't feel like it was from a bad place. Um, I just think they wanted you to see like the best of them, but I don't feel like that was a genuine image, okay? Because I feel like if they would have just approached you as they are, they felt like you would have rejected them. So it just seems like this is someone who tried their best. Like it's like this is like someone who, like, let's say they ask you out on a date, but they're typically like they look bummy, like they don't really have themselves together. It's like they're gonna go above and beyond. It's like they're gonna go get a new outfit. They're gonna go try to dress themselves up. They're gonna try to get the best cologne. Like they're gonna try to dress themselves up so like you don't see them as they see themselves or as they typically appear on a daily basis. It's like they just wanted to impress you. I feel like this is someone that was like watching you, so they thought they knew what they needed to do to be able to get somebody like you or to maintain that connection with you. But I mean, if it's not who they are, they're not going to be able to maintain that the connection if it's not who they are. And I think that's something this person needs to understand is like it's not like you could just put makeup on a pig and now it's magically going to be something else. It's like it's still a pig. It's just a pig wearing makeup. Like I don't know. That's the first thing that came to mind. But it's like you literally can't dress up a pig or put makeup on a pig. It's still a pig. Like, and I'm not calling your person a pig. It's just they have to understand that you just can't put bandages on things. You actually have to allow it to be or allow it to heal. Um, so yeah, yeah, this it's weird. It's weird. Yeah, they wanted to show up as somebody that you could look at as like a viable partner. Um, but I feel like you started to see through the cracks of like what they were trying to hide. So I think that that's something that they ran from. So it's kind of weird because it's like I'm not getting it that this person like acted this way to like actively deceive you. I just feel like they wanted to try to put their best foot forward to get with you, but unfortunately, that's just not going to work. It's not going to work. It's like when you're a confident person that wants the most out of life, it's like you need to be with a partner that is able to keep up with you or is able to give you that or can even continue to support you and foster the type of environment that allows you to thrive and to grow and to blossom. And it's just like this person does not have the ability to do that. I mean, it's kind of given like a fan. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Because that's literally something I always say. It's like it's like you're either my man or you're a fan. It's like you're either in the running to be my man, or if not, you're just a fan that wants access. Um, and so yeah, it just seems like this is one of those situations, Pisces, where this was like an obsessed fan. Um, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, literally. Like someone that fantasized a lot about you, about who you are. They daydreamed a lot about you. Like that's just really what they did. But I really don't think they truly had what was required to actually be your partner. I just think this was somebody that was a fan. This could even been someone that was watching you on social media and just fantasizing about you. Yeah. Yeah. Like they could also be fantasizing about being like your husband or your wife, and how that would look like, fantasizing about the both of y'all being like the ones for each other. That's just it's yeah, that's just what I'm getting here. So I kind of want to call this person a weirdo, but I get it. It's like they really tried to put their best foot forward, but it's just not good enough because you actually need someone that can meet you where you are, not someone that's just kind of like fantasizing about these things happening. But it's I don't know. I just think it's best that they ran because it's this not the partner for you. This was literally just a fan, and I think you would have left them anyway because you would have realized that they actually can't further anything with you or progress anything with you. They're literally a fan. I don't know how else to say that. You said man or fan method never fails. For real. Because that's just what it's giving here. It's giving someone who was just watching you. That's what it's giving. All right, so what is a specific trait or asset about you that intimidated them? Well, I think what it is like it's your ability to like grow and to transform. I think that was something that was a bit intimidating. I feel like this person knew that because of like the pace in which you moved, that you were gonna outgrow them anyway. Like I just said, you were gonna leave them anyway because you were gonna realize like, oh, this is not quite what I'm looking for. So I think that was something that was intimidating. This is literally somebody who threw out like a Hail Mary, I think is what they call it, like just a Hail Mary, like, or just a I'ma try and see, but didn't really know that it would hit or it would land. It was kind of one of those things. And I feel like you don't need someone that's on a like, oh, I'm gonna just try and see. And maybe, I think you need someone that's very certain of what they have to offer, and they know that they can meet you on your level and offer you exactly what it is that you're looking for, and also keep your attention. This is definitely someone who feels like you would have eventually gotten bored with them. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. But yeah, it's a bit weird vibes. Like if you go watch the Lionel Richie music video for Hello and just how he was acting in that video, like just kind of lurking, like, hello, is it me you're looking for? Like it's just mad creepy. Like that music video was always a bit weird to me. Like, and not the fact that he had a crush on like one of his students that was blind, but it's the simple fact that just the way he was like lurking in that music video, like, I don't know. Y'all gotta go watch it, but that's just the weird vibes I'm picking up here. Cha-Cha said they willingly choose fan almost every time. All right, so let's do an energetic check-in on their feelings towards you right now. So whatever their current feelings are. Yeah, this person is definitely unstable. Like they're unstable. Like it just, I don't know, you have to be careful with them because it can really give like obsessed fan. It's like it's a fine line between admiration and weird obsession. It's just a fine line, and I feel like this person could be a bit like unpredictable. Okay, like you don't really know what their emotions can force them to do or what they could be thinking. I just feel like this is someone right now, because they're not around, it's just, I don't know, they're kind of like kicking themselves because they feel like they're weird now. Like they just feel even more weird than what they were. They feel like you see them as a weirdo, like ugh. Like you see them as creepy now, like, so yeah, they're just like, now Pisces sees me as a weirdo. Like I did all this and ran. Like, yeah. And they also feel like they're just kicking themselves because they feel like you don't like them. Like they dropped the ball, they fumbled their chance and opportunity. Yeah, they feel like you would rather be entertained somewhere else. Like it's just bringing it back to like them feeling like you would have been bored with them eventually, or once you realize that they weren't really who they were projecting themselves to be. Yeah, the energy is a bit different because I'm used to people like being fake and not being themselves and projecting false images based off of like ego and arrogance. But it's like this person did it because they felt like it just, I'm just getting a different energy from it. It's like they did it because they felt like they just had to show you their best self. Like, I don't know. It's a bit creepy to me, but hey, it is what it is. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just close up the reading because the energy is a little weird. It's a little weird for me, but that's just what I'm getting here. It's like now they feel even more weird than they did to begin with. I don't know. Hopefully y'all resonate with this, or I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird. Like their current feelings, I know I keep saying that, but it's like their current feelings now are weird. Like they feel like you don't like them at all. Like they definitely ruined their chance. I think they just felt like if they weren't their authentic self, you would have saw them as not good enough. Yeah, like you would have criticized them harshly, but I feel like you're more likely to criticize them now after the fact. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Let's move on to the next sign. So y'all, I opened a Depop store, and Depop is so disrespectful. It's like I literally posted a book for like $7 because I'm just trying to like clean out my space. I posted a book for $7, and someone literally sent me, and then I dropped down the offer to $6, and they sent me an offer back for $4. It's like, why you acting so cheap? You can't pay $6 towards a book that you really want, like let alone $7, but you really gonna drop it down to $4.70. Like I'm not going to the post office for $4.70. You're out your mind. Like, so Depop can definitely get disrespectful. It's like people are just looking to pay the absolute least for what they want, and it's just like, what the fuck. So if y'all be on Depop, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's like, what? Like, let me go there now and see what offer somebody sent me, but watch it be something disrespectful. Oh, it's that same offer. They just sent it to my email. Yeah, it's like the damn book is $7 and you want to pay $4.70. Like, what? I'm not going to the post office for that. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to Cancer. Cancer, your timestamp is 2:27:30. 2 hours, 27 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay. Cancer, the person on your mind, why did they run from you and the connection? Okay, so Cancer, the person on your mind, they ran from you and your connection because, well, I could tell you what was going on behind the scenes. This person, this someone, right? This person has like this subconscious belief that there are no good partners for them or no good people out here. So this is that type of person that would be like, all men are dogs, or all women are, this and this and that. Okay. So they have a very negative perception as it relates to the opposite sex, or it doesn't matter. Even if it was a same sex connection, it's like they have issues with what it is that they want. So that's weird. But yeah, they just feel like there's no good people out here. There's no good men. It's no good women. You can't trust anybody. Everybody's out here just looking to get their needs met or looking to use people and abuse people. Like, that's the mindset that this person has. Okay, so that's why they ran. Um, Also, yeah, I mean, it's an untrue story because that's not true. There's a lot of great people out here that are looking to be in relationships. There's a lot of people out here that are looking to be married. Like, there's a lot of people out here that want connection. There's a lot of great people out here that are, still children of God, like that are still earth angels, that are still blessings and assets. So, yeah, Cancer, this person felt like, I'm not saying that you weren't good, but they have an issue with developing compatibility with anybody. Like, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with like that belief that they hold, and that belief is literally what was blocking them from having a connection with you. And I feel like it's not just about you. Like if they were dealing with someone else, it would be the same thing. So this is someone who definitely put out some mixed signals. Yeah, and it developed to their emotional unavailability. So yeah, the person ran Cancer because they are emotionally unavailable. Okay, they are. They're emotionally unavailable because they just don't believe that that they should even connect with anybody anyway. So they have some blockages in their heart chakra. Yeah, they reject people. But I feel like they do that because they ultimately don't want to open themselves up to be rejected. They didn't want you to reject them. But it's not a true story. So, I mean, this person definitely projected a lot of things onto you, but not even just about who you are as a person. It's just about love in general. And that's not really something that you can solve for another person. Like, they have to get past that mental block on their own. Yeah, I think that because this person was so unavailable, it made it seem like you were rushing, and that's something that they didn't like either. But I do think that you were just kind of flowing with like the natural pace of a connection, which is to like want to see that person or want to talk to them or maybe even wanted to make plans. But yeah, they have an idea that there aren't really any good men or women out here. So I think whoever is on your mind, Cancer, they should just take out time to be by themselves. Cause it's like you're gonna be starting connections with people, getting people emotionally invested just to bow out or to become unavailable because you don't really see a point to connecting with them even further. So I think it's just best that this person takes some time to be single, to clear out them blockages within their heart chakra, to change their mindset and to welcome in what it is that they actually want because they're still trying to connect with people. Yeah. Um I just think that these are thoughts, and it's unfortunate, but it's just like it happens. Like we deal with a lot of crazy things in our past. Like our past is literally our past. But it's like this person is still carrying those like past situations in which they were treated wrongly, in which they were put through pain, in which people like created even more like trauma in their life. Is like they're still carrying those things into relationships. So they have a lot of past baggage that they need to let go of, but all of those things definitely influence their mindset and their ability to move forward. So if you wanted to move forward with this person, unfortunately, even if it was a natural pace, they would have saw it as you were trying to rush them. You were trying to rush the timeline of y'all, establishing even more of a deeper connection and being together. They were gonna see you as like trying to rush them. Um, but I mean, I don't know what to say. It's like I would just let things go. But if it's like y'all are not compatible, y'all not compatible. If that's what they think, then that's what they think. I think that this is someone who could be like resisting change, you know, um, like resisting letting go of these negative thought patterns that continuously repeat. So it comes to a point of like understanding that you could be keeping yourself in a negative perpetual cycle, like, but it's like you're perpetuating it yourself, so it's like it's not really much that you could do for this person. Okay, it's not really much that you could do for them, to be quite frank. This is something that they have to deal with independently on their own, letting go of what has happened to them in their past. But yeah, I mean, it happens. People go through stuff. Yeah, people go through stuff. So yeah, I just think that this person, for real, they may have liked connecting with you, but I don't think that they had the capability of really like accommodating this connection or making space for you, because in their mind they're already operating off of a belief that like there's no good men out here, or there's no good women, or people are gonna hurt you, or people like, so they're already kind of operating off of those thoughts that continue to just keep like circling and spiraling in their mind. So yeah, I think that's definitely a limitation for this person. It's like they're not able to move forward with anybody or with, love and romance in general, because they're still thinking these thoughts. So yeah, I just think that this is an inflexible person. They may have been connecting with you, but at the end of the day, until they got past this mental block, the connection between you and them wasn't going to really go anywhere. And they were going to take you, like, actually wanting to connect with them as you're rushing them. Like you're rushing them, or you're trying to force them to get into a connection with you, or you're trying to force or rush love. Yeah. When, I mean, connecting with you would have only helped them to move on past, these issues and challenges that they were experiencing or have experienced in the past. Like it would have only helped them to, move past that. But it's something that they have to do. Okay. It's something they have to do. And also, the person on your mind could be in denial about this as well. Like not wanting to see that this is the reason why y'all couldn't move forward, or they can't move forward with people in general, is because they're holding themselves back with the same thoughts. All right, so what is the specific trait or asset about you that intimidated them? Maybe it was like your gift of foresight. It could have been something that you tried to discuss with this person, but I don't know. Some people, it's like they're gonna accept what they want to accept. You can't force people to accept anything. Like yeah, exactly. This person was being a bit defensive about it. Um, so I think this is something that you kind of told them, like, well, I'm just being honest with you. If you continue to have these thoughts, it's gonna hold you back in life, or you're not gonna be able to connect with anybody, or you're gonna be giving mixed signals to the universe, or you're not gonna be compatible with anybody because you're not allowing yourself to open up to love, or something like that, or And I feel like, yeah, you kind of like telling them that. Um, I think to them, they took it as you were being offensive. And so they felt like they had to really like defend themselves against that. I think that's one of the main reasons why they ran, or they could be running from love in general. Yeah, it seems like, Cancer, you are in a place of where you're trying your best to prioritize healing, or just you being maternal and caring. Maybe you wanted to like assist in this person's healing, but at the end of the day, you can't force anybody to do anything. Like people are gonna do what they want to do. So I get it. You may have had positive intentions on wanting to like be there for this person, to assist them, to let them know that you know you would love them and show them compassion. But it's like you just can't do it. Like you can't do it, and I don't think you should do it. I don't like that song by Music Soul Child. Like, teach me. What's that song? Teach me how to love. Like when you listen to the song, it's cute. It's a nice sounding song, but it's like you can't teach somebody how to love. Like, I don't think you can really do that. you know, I don't think you can really do that. I just feel like, because it'll kind of be you putting yourself in a codependent situation where it's like you're the person that's giving, guiding, instructing. And oftentimes like people love for people to pour energy into them, but they know that they're not going to change. They know they're not going to change. They know they're not going to transform. They just love the fact that you're showing them all of this specialized attention. So yeah, you can't really put yourself in that position, because some people really are parasitic. Okay, so they're gonna bask and revel in the fact that you're giving them all of this loving energy, but it's not like they have the capacity to give it back to you, or that they're gonna make the changes that you're expecting them to. So I just think the best thing is to back off. If someone is emotionally unavailable, that's on them. Okay, it's on them, for real. It's on them to want to fix the situation. But if they don't see any problems with it, then just let them go. But I think that's something that intimidated them, is like your ability to like just kind of call it out, which in turn made them defensive. All right, so let's do an energetic check-in on their feelings towards you right now. Well, they're upset with like what you said, like especially if you was trying to like just advise or encourage this person to open up their heart, um and to just be vulnerable, from a place of strength. I get it, because people have been vulnerable in the past and have been taken advantage of. So it seems like that's what's going on with this person, Cancer. But yeah, they're definitely dwelling on like just the conversation, especially if y'all had like an argument about it. They feel some type of way. They feel some resentment towards that. Um, let's see how else they feel. Yeah, I think this person is defending their emotional unavailability. I just think that's what it is. They're defending it. I mean, until, especially if you want to deal with this person, until they kind of get past this, there's no good men or women type thing that they have going on. It's like nothing is going to happen between the both of you. So I think it's best that you just kind of let them go, like develop security for themselves. Maybe they need to just continue to keep loving themselves and, just experiencing goodness individually before they can come, together with another person and to be in a relationship with them. But I do think that like if they were to figure this out, then I feel like they would want to come back to you. Um, but yeah, right now it's like whatever it is between you and this person, that's just what it's gonna be. They feel some type of way because of what you told them. Um, like I said, people don't have to be receptive to any information. They don't have to accept it. It's their prerogative. Thanks, John Prince. John Prince said, "Ma'am, you look beautiful. I love your curls and style." Thank you. I'm really just wearing a black shirt. Okay. Every time I wear a black shirt, it makes me think about that song by Juanes. And he be like, "Tengo la camisa negra." It just always makes me think about that song. He be like, "Come on, come on, come on, baby." Yo. All right. Last sign of the day. We're moving on from Cancer and we're going to Scorpio. John Prince, you said you're in South Africa. I hope to visit Cape Town very soon. Like, I hope to visit Cape Town. Like, it just looks so beautiful, from the pictures. Well, John Prince, this is a general reading. Okay, but I'm definitely glad that you're a Scorpio. So hopefully the reading resonates with you. But of course, this is a general reading. It's not a private reading. If you want something personal, you can book a personal reading with me through my reading link. All right. Scorpio, your timestamp is going to be 2:44:30. You said Cape Town. Okay, let me write it down. You said Cape Town, Table Mountain, and Sun City Resort. Best places. Okay, thank you. All All right, so sorry, y'all. I have to change Scorpio's timestamp to 2:45, and I'm okay with that. All right, Scorpio. The topic is this is why they ran from you and your connection. Oh, I took the wrong deck. Sorry. Why they ran from you and your connection. Hey, pal. It's nice to see you again. Thanks for showing up to the live. Yo, Scorpio, your person is lazy. They're so lazy. Like, this person is so lazy. I don't know who this is. Like, they're lazy. They just feel like they felt like your connection was like it was just too much. Okay, so you should go listen to Aquarius's reading. The timestamp for Aquarius is 106:30. You might have some messages there. Okay, that's applicable to your situation. So yeah, so we have two Scorpios here. Go listen to Aquarius's reading after I post the timestamps. Okay, because it could definitely relate to you. But yeah, this is definitely someone who felt like your relationship was too much work. They felt like it was too hard. And they just, that was just the excuse that they gave themselves. Like, yeah, this is definitely someone who is lazy. Um, and they also have unrealistic, it's crazy because they have unrealistic expectations of relationships. They feel like things should just kind of be easy and seamless. And it's true. It's like, yeah, I feel like relationships should be simple, but there's always going to be some type of like labor that you're going to have to put into it, especially emotional labor. I feel like in order to get to a place to where like things are smooth sailing, you do have to work through kinks. And it's like nobody is a perfect person. There's going to be things that your partner does that you may not necessarily like, but if it's not a deal breaker, you could work through it or you can accept it. um so yeah, this is definitely an individual who I don't even know if they're built or cut out for relationships in general. Like some people I feel like should just be single because they just don't have the energetic bandwidth to show up in relationships, or they don't understand that like what you want is going to be on the other side of the work that you're unwilling to do in general. I also feel like if this is how they are in like connections, then this may be how they are in general. This just may be their character. It's like they're always looking for something to be easy. It's kind of given like I don't want to jump to conclusions and be like entitled. Like it's entitlement. Like, oh, this person feels like, you know, they should be getting everything for free. But it can kind of teeter in that direction. But for real, this is definitely an individual who feels like the connection between you and them was too much work. So they just decided like I might as well just go connect with somebody else or go jump into another relationship that is gonna be a bit more easier. Okay. So that's just how they felt. They felt like they should just, if they're going to deal with anybody, just deal with someone who doesn't require as much as what you require, or deal with somebody which they can get what they want, they can get what they need, but yeah, without having to put too much into it. So it does kind of like it does kind of teeter into, like I said, them being entitled, like wanting the most but not really willing to give in return. And then it's like the excuse that they give is, oh, it's too hard, it's too much work, it's too much. And it's just like it's too much to deal with you. So yeah, I feel like Scorpio, it was too much to deal with them as well. Um, so yeah, I think that's something that you have to admit to yourself. Like it's too much to deal with someone who, you know, is exhibiting a sense of entitlement. It's too much to deal with someone who, um, you know, just doesn't really want to show up. You should go listen to Taurus's reading also, Scorpio. So if you go listen to Taurus and Aquarius, there may be some additional messages there for you as well. But yeah, I just think that this is someone that should allow connections to just flow naturally. I mean, just allow things to flow naturally. And then when there's issues that have to be worked out, then you just work them out. But I think this is someone who like projected too much into a situation and projected problems where there weren't any. Like that's just kind of what I'm getting here. It's like this person is like afraid of connection. Like they feel like when they get into a relationship, they're gonna start to lose parts of themselves or lose their identity. And it's like, no, you can have your own life too. You can have your life, your partner can have their own life. Like y'all could just have an interdependent connection. It doesn't have to be like y'all are attached at the hip 24/7. But even then, it's like if you want to maintain that connection, then you should at least put in some effort. So yeah, they ran from your connection because they just felt, like I said, they felt like it was too much, and they also may be a natural flirt as well. So it's like they were flirting with other people. They wanted something that was a bit more easier, and similar to the other signs, they may have also like new they like that new relationship energy feeling. And I know I mentioned that in Virgo's reading, I believe. Yeah, this person, yeah, this is definitely related to Taurus's reading as well. It's like they just gave you just enough, okay? They gave just enough because it's like they weren't willing to go above and beyond. Like, so they gave you just enough to remain in your life, okay? So in many ways you could say that like, oh, they breadcrumbed you. They gave you just enough to still be interested, but just not enough to, actually develop a fulfilling relationship with you or to enrich the relationship that y'all already had. So I just don't understand why people like this get into connections, but of course they get into them, for self-preservation and so that they can benefit off of whatever it is that you have to offer. Okay, so that's just why they do it. But at the end of the day, I still don't understand what the point is. Just go be single. Like, go be single. Stop trying to get into relationships, but you can't tell people what to do. They're going to do what they want. Exactly. It's like this is someone who is like, I don't even want to just be like hyper independent, but they literally did not want to make space for you in this connection. It's like they weren't trying to do it at all. Like they weren't trying to do it at all. Like go listen to Taurus as well because it's just like this person is very stingy. Like they just didn't want to do it at all. Like they didn't want to make time for you. They didn't want to give you the attention that you deserve. They didn't want to give you the energy that you deserved. It's like this person was probably really dull and dry, like, but still around. It's like if you are gonna be around and be dull, dry, like, just go away, like, And I feel like that was like a 180 from how they were when you first met them. You first met them, they were energetic. They wanted to get to know you. They wanted to talk to you. They wanted to flirt. Okay, like they wanted to connect with you. That's what they wanted to do. Like, but now it's like they just, well, after the fact they started just acting weird. So yeah, Virgo's reading could definitely be applicable to you as well, Scorpio. This is definitely that person that loves the honeymoon phase, but then after that things start getting weird. Yeah, it puts you in a state of confusion as well because you just experience different sides to them. And maybe you didn't really know what to believe, but just believe what they're showing you and move accordingly. Okay? Believe what they're showing you because that's the trap. Like most of these people know that you're always going to be referencing a time when things were great. They know that you're going to be referencing that time. And that's why you keep them around. They know that. Okay, because in your mind you're probably thinking, oh well, when I first met them they were so nice, they were so energetic, they were so excited to see me, they always wanted to like make plans, and then they just changed. It's like I'm not going to jump and say, oh, this person plays you. Like we got to change the language. It's like they led you to believe something that just was not true. That's what they did. Like they led you to believe something that just was not true. Like y'all probably like, yeah, it's playing, it's manipulating. Yeah, you could say that. But oftentimes when people be like, they played you, it's like they made it seem like it's your fault that you got played. I mean, in some aspects, I feel like it can be, but this person wasn't real. Like people who play people is like you're not getting no accolades for that. You're not getting an accolade for being fake as hell. That's what you're not doing. Okay? Like We're not about to sit here and deflect accountability from the person that played and manipulated to the person that got played and was manipulated. We're not about to do that, because I feel like society always wants to shame the person that gave the other individual the benefit of the doubt. They always want to shame the person that actually tried to believe and trust, as opposed to the person who was manipulative. So no, we're not doing that. We're not blame shifting. Blame shifting. All right, so what is the specific trait or asset about you that intimidated them? What was the specific aspect? Well, I think it was just your ability to like live your truth is kind of what I'm saying. So that means that if this person was intimidated by like the truth, and then also if you like actually, like if they came to you and was just like, well, I just feel like it's too much work, or it's just too hard to maintain this connection, is like you would just be like, well, how? Like, you would just ask those questions like how? Like, and it's like whenever they gave you their reasoning or their excuse, you would basically prove that, yeah, it was an excuse. You would prove that their reasoning is what is it that I want to say is baseless. Okay, you would prove that there is no foundation to that. And it's like that's something that would cause them to start to get defensive, because it's like you were calling out the fact that everything that they were saying was actually a true excuse and wasn't really based in the truth. It actually was an excuse and not necessarily based in the truth and the reality of what was going on. So that's something that intimidated them. It's like if they wanted to go, they should have just been able to go without you questioning what they were doing. They didn't like the fact that you were questioning them so much, and trying to understand. This is someone who I feel like just doesn't want to be understood because they don't want to be called out on their excuses. And yeah, they don't want to be called out for being lazy and, just being stingy, and then also putting in a lack of effort. Yeah, whoever you were dealing with was just not a generous person. They were not a generous person. Like, all right. So let's do an energetic check-in on their feelings towards you right now. You said, yes, he was wearing a mask, being deceiving when we chatted on WhatsApp. Yo, and you already know, like, when you're chatting through, like, text message and you're not, like, actually seeing that person, it's like you can't really assess their character as best as you could, okay, if you were face-to-face with them, okay? Or even just, like, yeah, I feel like face-to-face, because people be acting fake as hell. So it's like, of course, they can, switch up. Of course they can do that, but when you're actually around that person consistently and you can recognize their patterns or just how they move, like that's a different story. So I feel like, yeah, you were questioning this person and they just don't like to be questioned. Well, as far as with this person running, oh damn, that's crazy. As far as with this person running, they felt like, yeah, I think it's best that you allow this person to just be where they are. Just let them be where they are, because it's like if you have this individual around you, it's like they're like bad luck. They're bad luck because they make a lot of really bad choices and decisions that negatively affect themselves, but also other people. So I'm not mad that this person is not around. I'm not mad that they ran. Yeah, I do think that this individual could definitely have some, they could be high on the scale of narcissism. They could have some extreme narcissistic tendencies that would have definitely affected you. But yeah, this individual is selfish. So how they feel like right now is like what they're doing. They feel like it's the best thing that they need to do for themselves. That's what they're telling. That's what they're telling themselves. Like it was right that they, walked away from you or that they abandoned you. But I'm trying to tell you, like, you don't need them around anyway, because yeah, if they come around, it's like everything that you have going on in your life that's positive, like it's either going to start to slow down or you're going to start to miss out on blessings and opportunities, or your financial situation might start to go backwards, because you're literally putting energy into someone that actually doesn't deserve it. Like you're doing that when your energy could be repurposed and put towards a different area of your life that could actually help you to continue to keep growing and accomplishing what you want. So yeah, it's like if you were to go back and deal with this person, they will only get in the way of you being able to like actually find someone that wants to show up for you and for the connection and isn't gonna show up with any excuses. So yeah, it's best that they are over there because yeah, this is definitely someone who is not in the right mind state and frame of mind. Yeah, exactly. They're just a very dishonest person. They're a very deceptive person. So that's why I'm just like, yeah, we can sit here and be like, oh, you got played, but it's just like, no, we're not gonna blame shift. We're not gonna make you feel bad for wanting to believe someone that was appearing one way, um, but ended up being another. But yeah, like if anything, it's just like where you have to um take accountability is understanding that you may not have vetted this person well or assessed their character to the best of your ability. So just do that moving forward. I know that's something I'm doing. But yeah, yeah, they just feel they're lying to themselves though. They feel like what they did to you was the best thing for them, but it's all just a lie. Like this person is keeping themselves in a negative pattern and cycle that's going to continue to keep perpetuating in all of their relationships. Exactly. And they have to keep doing this until they reach their breaking point in which they understand that like they've been living life foul or they've been engaging in relationships in a foul manner. But that's on them to have to come to the conclusion of that. In which they will. And at that point, they're going to want to come back. But look, that's on you to accept or reject them. But I'm just saying that they're still kind of doing the same thing right now until they end up reaching, like I said, that breaking point in which, you know, they're going to have to change their behaviors. But you don't have to accept somebody back just because they learned a lesson and changed. You don't have to. You don't have to exhibit that type of loyalty towards them. Um, don't forget what they did. Like you can forgive them, but you don't have to forget. That's it, Scorpio. That is it for the day, actually. You're welcome. I hope you come back, John Prince. But I'm going to just leave it there. I hope that you all enjoyed the live for today. I am hungry, okay? I'm ready to go eat. I only had like a protein shake before I got started. Which I mean, it's decent. It's decent, but that was 3 hours ago. Okay, I'm ready to eat. Thank you, John Prince. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Like, but yeah, it was definitely nice to be able to connect with you all. I hope everyone has a blessed rest of your day. I hope to see you again. Of course, I'm going live tomorrow. Definitely check out any and all updates on the community tab. Check out all of my links in the description box of this video. And yeah, I'm going to leave it right there so I could put the timestamps in the comment section so, you know, people can watch the playback. So yeah, have a blessed one and I will see y'all again.